Why, hello there, rogues and raccoons alike. Shams Nelson here from Pen and Blade. And in this episode of World Building Live, we are going to play a game together in the chat. I hope... Wait, which way is the chat? This way, I think. It's below me. I don't know. Whatever. We're going to play a game. You guys are going to be in the chat. It's a world building game. And if you guys have seen my other world building lives, you've heard of this text-based RPG, probably. So, text messaging based world building RPG. Text messaging based world building RPG. Yes, that is a descriptive name. And it's basically a variation on that. And I think we can play it in 2 hours. But I'm going to wait to explain the rules until more people show up so that, you know, the players who are playing, hopefully will be the first people who are going to show up. They will, yo, what's up, dude? Ed Milton, Sebastio. Dude, if you want to play, let me know, because we need probably 3 or 4 players, maybe 5. I don't think I can handle more than 5. So, basically what's going to happen is you guys are going to control a tribe, and it's going to grow into a kingdom, and it's going to be a kind of last man standing sort of deal. So, So yeah, you'll see how it works. There's going to be some dice rolling, but I'm going to take care of it because I can't trust anyone. Can you hear me, dude? Ed Milton? If you can hear me, let me know in the chat so that I know that everything's working hunky-dory. We got 3 people here. It seems like it should be working. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to keep drawing my map. And as friends arrive, definitely say hello in the chat so that... Wait, the chat? If I got that right, give me a thumbs up in the chat over there. Okay. I want to keep this so the world isn't too big. I want there to be plenty of interaction. But there should be some open space, I think, too. Because I want to see how that figures into the experience. So this is like pre-alpha testing. Okay, let's get some mountains going. So for the mountains, sometimes I like to keep them simple like that. Sometimes I like to add a little extra ridge. Can't hurt, right? Can it? Maybe it can. So if you guys are watching and you might be interested in joining in on this role-playing experience, let me know in the chat. I need about... This is interesting. Could that actually happen? Sure, why not? I could see that being a really cool place where the river suddenly hits like a mountain. So maybe part of this mountain range. And then it's carving like a hole. There's probably a huge cave system here where it's pushing through, but can't get all the way through and change directions to the path of least resistance. So I'm guessing this area right here is a little bit highland, and it's kind of right at the base of whatever mountains and hills are there. So I'll make a note of that. Maybe this is pretty sheer. Does that look good? No, that looks super low. Alright, you guys. I'll start explaining the rules soon. But like I said, I wanted some of the players to be here. So if you're watching, let me know if the stream is working properly, because I'm in orange now. That's not good. Oh, Pixelated Warrior. Yes. You're going to play, right? Will you play as one of the characters? Do you have a couple hours to spare to help me alpha test this? I think this is going to be good. Let's make this big. Let me know if the stream looks alright. I know it's orange right now, so that's not good. Or it's not great. It's good, though. Is that an island? I'd have a couple islands. I don't want islands to be too big a thing, though, so let's leave it at that. Okay, a lot of little tributary rivers coming in there. Alright, awesome, dude. So what you need to start thinking of right now is the race of the tribe you're going to control, and the position on the map. Don't tell me though, because I don't want to be biased as I'm creating this map. Don't tell me anything yet. So the race, the position, let me get my notes here. Oh yeah, I forgot you guys can see me. So check it out. Don't attempt to DM this game without a TI-83 graphing calculator. This is my sister's. You can take your sister's, but it has to be an 83 silver edition, because the mathematics behind this kind of world building game, if you can call it that, it's pretty intense. Here are some of my notes. So we're gonna have you need your race, your starting position. You're gonna roll a d6. I'm gonna do all the rolls because I trust nobody. You internet folk are the scum of the earth, so I can't trust you guys at all. So I'm gonna do all. No, it's actually mostly to keep things progressing quickly, so I don't have to wait for people to roll, and people might not have dice. So that'll be. So I'll just do all the rolling with these Aurora Borealis. I like this color. I hope you guys can see it. And then you're going to choose your starting advancement, which you can get specific with it. Remember though, you're in the Stone Age. You can choose like military, agriculture, magic, transportation, whatever, and you can choose a specific thing, or you can say something vague like that, and then I will like come up with something for you based on your race and location. That seems logical. So let me know if you heard all that. Oh, no way, dude. Spirit dice. If I keep rolling like 20s or whatever for you, well, no, man. It's the spirit dice. That's actually sick. I went to the store and they were definitely the coolest ones there. But I was kind of annoyed at first, because check this out. They came like this, all worn down. But I was like, well, it's all good. It's either a factory defect, or these were played with hardcore by like some dude for years, and they just threw them in here, which I think would be kind of neat. That's sick, dude. Where'd you get yours? I got mine at Barnes and Nobles. Wait, no, more importantly, let's not get on this tangent. Hold on, we got focus, dude. This is serious. What's it called? So did you understand the criteria that you need for this for your starting stuff? I should type it in the thing, but I'll wait till a couple more people get here. So we need like at least 3 players. I think 4 would be ideal. 5 might be the max. I know I had to get that hill perfect for some reason. It's like a drawing hills. Mountains are so much easier. This is a gigantic lake. That's a little too much. I'm gonna make it a little smaller. Is that cool? This is like a crazy looking lake. But lakes could look crazy, right? I don't see any reason why not. Okay, we need a couple more rivers on this. So here we got one little guy. There's a lake over here. And, you know, a couple rivers are all flowing into it, and then it flows out. To there. You're right. Alright, so Pixelated Warrior, do you know the criteria? Right here, hold on. You need to pick your race, your starting position on this map. There's an ant. Ah! Okay, so your race, starting position, I'll roll a d6 for the size of your starting tribe, and then your starting advancement, which can be vague, like military, agriculture, or you can be specific, like I want to have, you know, my guys start off with, you know, fire magic. That's their specialty. Okay, cool. But we're starting off in the Stone Age. And there are going to be 4 ages. Alright? We got the Age of Tribes, the Age of Kingdoms, the Age of Heroes, and the Age of Cataclysm. The goal of the game is to take over the entire map. You can do that militarily, you can do it diplomatically, it doesn't matter. But you have to take over the entire, all the tribes of the map have to be under your dominion. Then you win. At the same time, this is more of a role-playing exercise, so the goal is not to win. Just try not to be super competitive about it. Alright. This is going to be like a desert. Let's make a desert area over here. Okay, do those look like sand dunes? That one looks a little more like a sand dune. There's some hills. And we just gotta add our forests. And we're pretty much good to go. So is anybody else in the chat interested in playing? Let me know. And I guess I should start explaining. No, I kinda got, you guys know your starting thing. We're gonna take turns going to each player. And as we do so, you know, you'll get, there are 4 options you can do on each turn. You can grow, expand, attack, or advance. The turn should go pretty fast, and you'll see what each of those options does. But grow basically grows your population. Expand means create a new settlement. Let me just draw this in here. Expand means to create a new settlement. Advance means to advance into technology. And attack is to attack another tribe. You still there, pixelated warrior? Let's see. I'm trying to see, like I'm holding my computer up. See if I can get the stream to go green. I need the stream to go green, baby. Oh, I just realized something. I should have this here. Or no, I can do this. This is what I can do. I'd rather do that. I like having that on the left side of the screen, but I can move my body. Bring your body down to the ground. Shake, move, and shake. Look at that. I'm wearing my Fantastic Anatomy t-shirt. What? Why am I so confusing? I'm trying to rebrand my channel. I'm wearing my Fantastic Anatomy t-shirt. That's uncalled for, some might say. And some might be right. So, Pixelated Warrior, you still there? Let me know if you're still there. I'm hoping a couple more people are still going to show up. Now, I'm doing these every Sunday. So if we get a core group of people to continue playtesting this game, that would be pretty sick. And we'd be able to... Yeah, why change the name? Well, I'm doing a lot more Dungeons and Dragons content because I can see myself growing a business out of that. The drawing, I'm alright at drawing, but it's really tough to continue, and I don't see myself doing that as like the primary thing, though I'm going to continue to do it, and I hope to make a Fantastic Anatomy book with the Fantastic Anatomy method one day in my life. But yeah, so that's basically, so I changed the name to rebrand it for D&D content. What's up, Kyle? You want to play? You want to be one of the tribes in today's game? Let me know, dude. Let me know. So this is an interesting map. I think we're doing all right. Let's start coloring it. So I'm gonna lock the layer. I'm gonna change this to blue, dark blue, so I can get all of the make all the water features, what's it called, more prominent. Because when you start off a tribe, you're gonna get growth boosts if you're next to water. All right. So there's a lot of rules. I haven't written them down. That's why this is pre-alpha. I'm going to see how they work. But I kind of have them in my mind, and I kind of think they're going to work and be pretty cool, actually. So, yeah. Let's see what happens. I don't really have a proper river delta. This is a small one. It's okay. We don't need a river delta in this one. Or we can just assume there are small river deltas at the end of most of these, just not a major one. Okay, here we got another water. Good, good, good. And then maybe I'll paint the trees green. Yeah, let's do that, because that's another major resource that will be important. You know what? I think we need a little more green. I need a little more trees. I don't play D&D. Yeah, dude, that's sick. I pretty much I figured that, like, you know, world building for novels, but I don't really write that much. I kind of went through a phase where I was learning a lot about it and I was interested in it, but I just don't have the discipline to write like that. Well, actually, no, I've written some stuff. I actually almost wrote an entire young adult fantasy novel by hand on a vacation, and I thought it was pretty cool, but I couldn't figure out how to end it. I'm stuck at figuring out the endings. Um, so yeah, so that's why I was like, you know what, I hope people like that find my channel, but I'm kind of gonna cater it more towards D&D because it's what I'm a little more familiar with. So I feel more comfortable. But yeah, you should leave me comments letting me know like how this works from a novel world building perspective, because I'm curious if there are differences or anything like that. Dude, I thought you had betrayed me, but you have returned, and you're stronger than ever. Alright, Pixelated Warrior. So the four things, and listen up, Kyle, and anyone else who's watching who might consider playing. And don't let your computer crash again. That's rule number 2. Okay, so you're going to need to choose a race. You're going to need to choose a starting position somewhere on this map. You're going to need to... I'm going to roll a d6 for you, and then you're going to need to choose a starting advancement. So 3 things you need to choose are race, position, starting advancement. And starting advancement can be like military, cultural, defense. Like you can choose like almost any word that makes sense to have an advancement you can choose, or you can get specific and say like, I want my guys to be like healing magic is their first advancement. Alright, cool. Oops. So what I'm gonna do now is color in the forests a little. So we'll lock the transparency. And do a little something like that. Right. So, Pixelated Warrior, did you hear me? And do those 4 choices make sense to you? And also, Kyle, even though, you know what, let's pretend you're playing for now, because I want to hear some feedback. Do those 3 choices make sense to you? And do they sound like something that would be interesting if you were playing a game? Like if you got a kind of a rule book, like a D&D player's handbook, it was like, alright, to start off with, have each of your players pick those 3 things. Is that fun? Yes, sir. Aight. Alright. That's the spirit, my friend. That's the spirit. Alright, yeah, no one knows how. It's a brand new game, but that's awesome. I love your spirit. This is it. You're gonna play. You're gonna play. You're getting to make a new tribe. You're getting to make a new tribe. You're getting to make a new tribe. Everyone's getting a new tribe today. Alright, we got 2 people. We're gonna figure it out. I'm figuring it out as we go along. So yeah, you guys will figure it out as you go along. So just kind of bear with me. So let me do a little bit of something. Okay. What I want to do is... what's the best way to do this? You know what? I'll make the entire background the ocean. And then I think I'll just erase away the land. Is there a smart way to do it? I don't know, whatever, we'll figure it out. Oh no, we're not going to erase away around. We'll color it in. We'll color it in white. It's fine. Alright, shouldn't take too long. And while we're doing this, probably, I hope we can finish it in 2 hours. Basically though, if you need it to go, you could just like launch a suicide attack and get your tribe killed, because it's an elimination game, actually, which is kind of harsh. I guess it's not good. This isn't the kind of game might be good to play with your friends, because if you get eliminated early on, you're just like, well, what do I do? Maybe you can, I don't know, we'll figure it out. Maybe you guys will tell me, like, don't make it an elimination game or something. But so yeah, so I encourage you to try it out. If you don't like it and you leave, I'll just make sure that your tribe is eaten by a, you know, a passing family of dragons, and then that's it. It's all good. Does that answer your question, Andre? And will you be joining us in this venture, my friend? I'll tell you the 3 things you need to figure out if you're going to join us. Alright, sick. Alright, so the 3 things you're going to need to choose, everyone who's playing. So we got 3 players, so we can start. So what we'll do is we'll start you guys off, and if anyone else joins, we'll just throw them in when they get here, or, yeah, we'll figure it out. So, it would be good to have one more person, I think. I might have made this map too big for 3 people. Yeah. So what I'm going to do in that case... No, you know what? Let's just leave it open. No, I want it to be fun. I think I'm going to limit the starting location to... I won't limit the starting location, but I'm going to... Okay, I'm going to make it tempting. So what's going to happen is you're going to choose your starting location, the race of your tribe, so that means like orcs, or like half orcs, or... It can be anything from the... Oh, here's the player's handbook. Alright, I'll read you the races from the player's handbook. It's like I'm reading you a story. Slaughter your passing family of raging dorks, slaughter your village. True dorks, actually. Dragonborn orcs. Half dragonborn, half orcs. Dragonborn, half orcs. Passing family of raging raging true dorks. That's awesome, dude. You guys, oh man, we gotta. If someone wants to play the dork, I'm gonna allow it. It might get a little silly, but whatever. This is gonna probably be a. We'll do a serious game later. So we got dwarfs. All right. Woo! I'm excited. I have my player's handbook that I ordered. Elf, a hard copy. Right. This is a drow elf over here. We got us some halflings. Did I skip one? Oh, wood elves, dark elves. Let's see. Halflings, lightfoot halflings, stout, humans. Doesn't really matter. You can make up a thing if you want. Humans, dragonborn. Alright, I'm going to get back to... I got a lot of work to do. Half elves, you know what they are. Half orc. What else we got? If anybody doesn't know, just, you know, figure it out somehow. Sorry if that's rude. Alright, so when you figured it out, you know what, just let me know what your race is in the comments. Let's start getting this thing going. And then the second thing we're going to choose is your starting advancement. And the last thing we'll choose is starting locations, okay? So, because I'm going to have to figure out, because that might be, turn order might matter on that. So what's going to happen is you're going to choose a starting location, and there are certain starting locations that are superior for a reason, and one of those is by water. So if you're by a river, you're going to get a double growth bonus, and you'll grow even on turns that you don't use your growth move. Alright? If you're on a lake, then you're going to get, I think you're going to get an extra one on top of that. So you'll get, instead of rolling 1d6 every time you do a growth move, you'll roll 3d6. And also, if you don't use a growth move, so if you use an attack or an advancement, you're still going to grow 2d6 if you're on a lake. Alright? Other than that, any other location, you won't grow unless you use a growth move. So lakes and rivers have that feature. So think about your starting locations, and are you guys hearing me and everything? If you're hearing me, just put whatever race you want to play in the live chat over there. Race do that. Okay, this is great. So, the way I'm seeing Pixel Warriors is he's the halflings, okay? And the fishing is going to be his first advancement. And he's been specific in saying that he wants his specifically to use axes as fishing utensils, alright? So that's his first advancement. And his race is halfling, and he's just going to have to choose a starting location somewhere on the map. Alright? So right now I'm going to lock these layers, because they're not going to change really. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do a little bit of something here, with some yellow, to denote that this is desert lands. And it's pretty much inhospitable to live in. Alright, maybe make it a little darker, a little more noticeable. Alright, cool. Not sure what big difference that'll make. That would make probably more of a difference if the desert was in the center of the map, because it would be a region where you can't really settle, but like, so it could create a buffer zone between tribes and stuff like that. But whatever, for now, just leave it. I kind of did it randomly. Let's just leave it alone. Alright. So, Wood Elf for Andre, and then Andre, choose your advantage. A D6 is a 6-sided dice. Sorry, I forgot to. Using all the Dungeons and Dragons terminology naturally. So, a D4 is a 4-sided dice. We got ourselves the D20, the holy grail of dice. Alright. Does that answer your question? So, burb. Oh man, burbing is against the rules. Ugh, fine. Should I tell you what they are right now, or I need to wait? Yeah, you're gonna tell me where their location is. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, you're back. Alright, that wasn't so bad. Alright, so Andre, actually, don't tell me your location yet. Andre, I need to know your advancement. So you could choose like I said, military, cultural, magic. You can look at Pixelated Warriors for an example. He did fishing was his advancement, and specifically fishing with axes. And cool. Trapping, interesting. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna have to create a doc because I have a feeling I'm gonna need a doc. So docs.google.com. This video is sponsored by Google Docs. They're paying me $400 million for this 20-second plug. So thank you, Google, and you can send me the check anytime in the next few months. Just don't take too long. So let's go World Building Live. Pre-alpha. Whatever. I don't know. Alright, so far we've got our players are Pixelated Warrior. Do you want to go by Pixelated Warrior? Call you PW. If you want me to call you something else, let me know. Otherwise, we got Kyle and Andre. So did I spell that right? Okay, cool. Kyle. Okay, cool. Trapping, kind of sneaky. Defense. Oh, like traps. Like, so not trapping animals. Yeah, I guess both. It would be both. Alright, cool. So trapping animals, but you also use it for defensive purposes. Boom. PW, man. That works for me. So we got halflings. So go like this. Halflings. Pixelated Warrior. Okay, and then Kyle said Wood Elves, right? Or Andre said Wood Elves. So Andre, oh yeah, I think it's just, is it? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna just assume it is. If you can write it out phonetically in the chat, I'll try to pronounce it correctly. Wood Elf. So they're gonna get a bonus. They're gonna get a growth bonus, like on the river. But if they're in a forest, they get a plus 1d6 growth bonus every turn. All right. So that's a feature of the Wood Elves, kind of built in. Halflings. I'm not sure what their built-in feature is. Probably something to do with diplomacy, honestly. They seem to get along with people. So we'll see how that plays a part later in the game. I'm just going to keep it in mind. Kind of like Dungeons and Dragons, where the DM's making up the rules a little bit as he goes along, like the specifics. So, so advancements. We got fishing with axes. Alright. Level 1. Wood Elf, we don't have an advancement. You haven't chosen your thing yet, Kyle. Alright, cool. Right? If anybody else has joined the chat and they want to play, just let me know. Okay, cool. Kyle's gonna play Orcs. So we got Orcs. And then what's your advancement gonna be, Kyle? And also, what is your advancement going to be? Andre. Advancement. Okay. Cool. You know what? I think I might switch up the font a little. I usually like to use... No. Yeah, I like that font. That font's nice. Allegra's window font. Because it's like Algera or something. Something of Allegra's window. Is there a bonus when you go to base in a lake? Yeah. If you're next to a lake, you get your growth bonus is basically tripled. And it's going to stay that way until your territory touches the territory of another player's tribe. Then that growth bonus will be eliminated until, basically, if the lake is shared by more than one tribe and the territory of that tribe is big enough that they touch each other, then they'll lose that growth bonus, which is an incentive to go and just take over that other tribe, bro. That's what you gotta do, man. Because the ultimate incentive, the ultimate objective of this game is to conquer all the other tribes. So you guys are enemies. This is like a board game more than like a RPG where you play together. It's a little bit of both, but I wanted it to have an ending. So yeah, we should get going soon. So bonus when you're okay. You almost got it. Don't know how to write phonetic, but my first name, me, is like the Endre. So Endre. Let me know if that's right. Right? Endre. Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess that's how it looks. I just never met someone named Andre. I thought it was just another, what's it called? Like a different spelling for Andre that I hadn't seen. Okay, so Andre. Our name is Latin for axefish. So, okay, so the first thing is going to be the axefish tribe. So, settlements. So, the big thing is going to be, why didn't it keep the right font? Darn it. Alright. So we'll roll your population right now. I'm going to do that right now. Kind of going to go out of order because I'm figuring this out as we go along. So you can pray for a good roll. I'll give you a second to do that. And I'm not going to tilt the thing. You got a 6, bro. God loves you, bro. Alright. So your tribe's going to start off with a 6, and you're probably going to get more because if you choose to start by a lake or something like that. 6 means 6 families. That's how we're going to think about it. So not 6 people, but 6 families, so multiply, you know, whatever. And also, yeah. So choose your location. So let's start doing that. I'm going to go in the order. I'm just going to go in this order. So, yeah, whatever. I'm just going to be unfair or whatever. It's actually not bad to be choosing later because you can choose your position based on someone else's to give you an advantage on them in the future. So it doesn't matter who goes first. So Pixelator Warrior, since you're ahead of the game and you've gotten everything else ready, what's it called? Why don't you choose where you want to start on this map? And you can describe it to me. Let's see, how are we going to, let's give some names to some stuff. I lost my pencil. Where's my pencil? Or my Wacom tablet pen thingy. This is annoying. I'm probably looking for this for like 30 minutes now. Because I suck at finding things that... Oh, here it is. Yeah! Alright. So, Andre, I need you to tell me your advancements. Yeah, that's the main thing. I need to know your advancement for both of you guys. And then I'm going to roll for your tribe. You can have... And then you can give your tribe a name if you want. He gave them this name. So that's pretty cool. Piscium per axioma. That's pretty cool. Alright. And yeah, so you got a Latin flair. These are like Roman halflings. Oh, duh, dude. Sorry. Yeah. I got a million things on my mind. So that was Andre. Yeah. Sorry. And then you're gonna need to choose a position in a moment, and I'll roll your thing. So if you want to pray for a good roll, you can do that. Advancements. So trapping. With a oops, I'm pretty down here. With an emphasis in the defensive aspect of trapping, so that's kind of cool. So pretty much like Rambo, and start off at level 1. So when you choose, if in its future turn, when you want to, you can choose 4 things. Either grow your tribe, create a new expand, so create a new settlement. You can attack another tribe, or you can advance. You can become more technologically advanced. So you can either choose a new advancement, or you can raise one of your previous advancements to another level. And I'll let you know what that does if you choose to do that. So Kyle, we need you, and if anybody else is on the stream now that wants to play, just Axioma forever. That should be the battle cry that's going to be feared by all the humans. I feel like this is all smudgy. I should have cleaned it before. Sorry if that's weird. There we go. Maybe that looks better. I don't know. Alright, so Kyle, did you choose an advancement? I don't think. Dibs on the lake, lol. Yeah, alright, well, you can, there's plenty of room on the lake for all 3 of you even, but then, you know, you're going to clash soon, so that could be interesting. I'm here to save you. What's up, Jimmy? Jimmy to the rescue. If Jimmy, you want to play, we have room for one or 2 actually. We could probably do 2 more people to play this game. What you're going to need to choose, and I'll explain it as we go along, is you have to choose your race and your advancement right now, and then you're going to choose your starting location third. An advancement can be any one of these, you know, like technology and like military, culture, magic, whatever. So if you want to join on, I could choose a location now. All right. So Kyle, Kyle, what was your advancement? Yeah, I think I'm still waiting for your advancement. I just scrolled up, I don't see that. So Pixelator Warrior, choose your location. Andre, choose your location as well, so you guys can just throw it out there whenever you want. I'm going to make a new layer so that I can keep your guys' locations. So we're going to lock these 2. Layer 3 is going to be our players. And choose a color. Choose a color you want your territory to be, like red, blue, green, whatever. Because, you know, it's like, you know, choosing your token. I'm going to go pure black for the cities. So hopefully they'll stand up. Advancement is kind of like skills, exactly, but for a whole tribe. So an advancement could be like bows. No one actually has ranged weapons starting out. So if you want a ranged weapon, or even like a javelin, if that could be a military advancement. Or you could do a cultural advancement, like fishing, for instance. Now that he has fishing as his advancement, his population is going to grow even faster if he's on a lake or a river. It's going to give him a bonus to that. So that could be more important than a military thing for now. But again, if you have a strong military, maybe you just take what you want. So there's a lot of factors to consider. Can I change the opacity real quick? Or will it not let me keep it off? No, I like it there it is. Okay. So yeah, let me know. I don't know. I've just been drawing this map since I started the stream. I kind of want to make this a little bit. Oh, you know what could be interesting? A gradient overlay. Right? Water's kind of gradient. Yeah, I like that. I think I want to flip it over. And make it a little less light on this side. Alright, that's cute. Alright, cool. Anyways, thanks, Jimmy. I don't know what you mean pass on that map. Some pass on that map though. Orc skill with lumber. Cool. So that's good. I like that. Advancement, what is it called? Lumber, woodsmithing? Woodsmithing? No. Carpentry. Carpentry. Yeah, I think that just basically any working with wood, including the harvesting of the wood and everything. I'm going to contribute that all under the carpentry. Or I'll just say woodwork. Alright, they're skilled in woodcraft. Woodcraft. That's awesome. Woodcraft level 1. So you'll get a bonus, like if you're by a forest, you'll get bonuses to things like the strength of your architecture or walls or stuff like that, or weapons too. It's going to affect, you'll have slightly better than average weapons starting off with, because Stone Age is stone and wood weapons. So Since you're good with wood, you can, your weapons maybe have like spikes on them, like the wood is carved with little spikes, or you know how to choose the best, strongest trees and how to dry the wood out properly so that it's a heavy, solid club that's not going to break, stuff like that. Alright, cool. Alright, I think we're just going to start. So we got Andre's green. That makes sense. I'm going to do a light, yeah, we'll do light colors for all of them so we can see them. Green. I think, who said blue? Pixelated Warriors blue. And then Kyle, you let me know what color you are. And then choose your starting locations, ladies and gentlemen, or all gentlemen, I think, right now. Yeah. I did do that with the artwork. My orcs will start by the mountain range near the lake up north. Northeastern forest. Sorry, dude, if I miss it, you might have to put it more than once. Alright, so northeastern forest. This, so this one here. Then orcs are here. So orcs, forest, elves, and then I don't think, hey, dude, I'm not going to work on the map anymore because I got to get this game going. So I don't want to... Oh, Northeastern Sea. Alright, cool. Northern Sea coast by the mouth of the lake. So let's put all you guys down here. So we got one of y'all's. I'm just going to place the location myself, just whatever. I can't get too detailed because... And then I'd be spending like half an hour being like, wait, slightly to the left, slightly to the right. So there's a little bit of fate involved. Where you tell your tribe, it's like you tell your tribe, okay, go settle by that lake, and they go, alright, and then they settle in the wrong part of the lake that you didn't want to settle, and you go, oh man. It happens. So what are we looking at? So we got, alright, now this is going to be cities, and actually you need to name your city, first city, and then territories. Oops. I want to get started soon. Alright, cities. So whose city is that? By the northeast. Okay, let's do Pixelated Warrior real quick. So we know the name of his thing. Crazy Nordic. Alright, northern seacoast by the mouth of the lake. Northern seacoast. Oh, so here. By the mouth of the river, probably you meant, right? Let me know if I'm mistaken, but I'm saying you guys are right here. And then this is the city of Piscium per Axioma. So I'm just going to abbreviate it like that for now. Okay, cool, perfect. S-Guard, sick, dude. Okay, so Andre, you are the Wood Elves, and you are in this forest over here. So I'm going to place you, and I'm doing a little bit of metagaming here. I'm going to place you on the, gosh, why isn't this working? Good. Alright, I'm going to place you right here, in the midst of the forest. And there are streams and stuff in the forest, so no, you get a growth bonus from being in the forest. That's right, I forgot. And then Esguard or Earthguard. All right, and then we got Mayon. Now, it's not a city yet. This is just a very small settlement. And let me roll your sizes, you guys. So I didn't do that, I don't think, for anyone but Pixelated Warrior. Yeah, for now it's just a dot. Okay. So let me roll for... Alright, first I'll roll for Andre, and then choose your color, Kyle. If you already told me, I'll go back and check that. Just tell me you told me, or just repeat it, please. All right, Andre, the size of your tribe is 3. All right, respectable. And so we got Esgard. Oops. Or Ursgard. 3. There's so many insects, and they're really ticklish. I'm trying to ignore it. Okay. And then the orcs, their city of Mayon, or their tribe of Mayon, start off as only 1. I'm sorry, my friend. That is the way the dice has fallen. It's okay, don't worry. You're going to get to roll at least 1 every turn. Actually, you're going to get to roll 3d6 on your first growth turn if you choose to grow, or 2d6 if you choose an advancement. Alright, so we're going to start. I think I'm just going to go in the order top to bottom. You know, usually I would roll it. I think the fairest way would be to do some kind of rolling thing where everyone rolls, but I'm not going to roll against myself. And this is just for fun. It's not like super competitive or whatever. So red, perfect. Yo, Fantasy Fan, are you going to join in on this game? Yeah, you got to, dude. Yeah, I said there was like 4 or 5 I was going to do max. So, Fantasy Fan, if you want to join, I already invited you, Jimmy, but you were asking about the other stuff, so I was like, alright, I can't, you know, I'm going to focus on the thing. So, let's go red. So, let me know in the chat if who wants to join. This is going to be the last call, basically. Yeah, it was first come, first serve, whatever. Yeah, exactly, because I can't be streaming forever. So, alright, cool, Fantasy Fan. So, the 3 things you got to choose to start off with are your race, and the first 2 things are the race and the advancement. So far we've got halflings, orcs. Well, it shouldn't matter, but well, let's say just so you make it faster to explain, halflings, orcs, what else so far? And the advancements are fishing, woodcraft, and trapping defensive. Okay, so the advancement can be really anything, and it can be vague like military, and then I'll do the rest. And I think you know because you were on an earlier world building. This is similar to the text messaging based RPG. So so just let me know what those things are. The rules I'm kind of explaining like as I go along. It's like, yeah, it's tough. It's like pre-alpha testing. Basically, I've come up with a condensed version of my text messaging based RPG, and I wanted to see if we could play a full game in like 2 hours, basically. And it's gonna be whoever, you know, it's a last man standing kind of game. So you want to take over the entire region. So it's cool that we're all kind of in this area. So there should be interaction before too long. And when we start playing, I want the turns to go really fast, if possible. So while I'm doing the last person's turn, then the next person kind of tells me what they do, and by the time, then I'll look in the chat, and I'll see, oh, okay, and I'll start working on that person's turn, and the next person, like that. Yeah, kind of Hunger Game with tribes a little bit. So, yes, oh my gosh, I'm actually going to copy paste that because I'll probably use it for the thumbnail on this episode. Here, I'll just do the command enter. There we go. Alright. Alright, dude. No, yeah, do it. So we got Drow. And what's your advancement? You don't have to play that way. Oh, that's a good point. You don't have to destroy the other tribes. You could do it through a diplomatic victory if you can convince the other players to be vassals under your kingdom. Basically, there has to be one empire. That's it. You're creating an empire, and just like the Roman Empire, sometimes you'll negotiate another kingdom into your empire. Sometimes you'll take it over by force, etc., etc. So let's throw the Drow in here. And I'll zoom out the map so you can choose a starting location. And also choose your advancement. And I made this map a little big for 4 to 5 players, probably. I don't know. Maybe it'll be good, actually. It might be perfect for 4 to 5. So, so yeah, last call on this, Jimmy. I can't answer too many questions. It's gonna have to be a leap of faith if you wanna play. So if you do, then you know, I just explained to Fantasy Fan. Do you want to just put Fantasy Fan, or do you have another name? I think it's 011 or 00. No, 011. That you want me to call you by? then let me know, bro. And choose a color, everyone. So we got red, blue, and green already taken. And a name for your first village when you're gonna put it down. So. Oh, the alliances have already started. So you might want to choose a spot near Pixelated Warrior, who is he's up here. Cool, cool. I like that. Honestly, I like that name, Fantasy Fan. I'll take out the 011. I'm guessing that wasn't, you would have just been Fantasy Fan if someone else hadn't beat you to it in the 1980s when the internet first came out, or whenever this. Black. Ooh, black. That's tough. Can you choose another? Wait, what? Medic? Oh, okay, so you're choosing stuff. Vampire. Vampire is not really a race. It's more of a condition. But that could be your advancement. So I'm going to say vampire is your advancement and human is your race. Because it's nice to have some humans. Okay. So we got Jimmy. And then can you choose another color? I'll make it purple. I'm just going to make an executive decision. Unless you hate purple, let me know. Because, you know, the map, the back, it's kind of black and gray. It's not that pretty. So I'd rather have a dark color. Alright, yeah. Sorry, man, gotta go. I feel you, man. Oh, man, that's too bad. Kyle, where are you at? You were the orcs. So maybe I'll just PC. Should I just play the orcs? Or if someone else comes, they can take them over? Let's do that. I'll just play the orcs. No, I'm gonna say that you're that the aristocracy in your people. Oh, choose a location, by the way, while I'm talking, so we can get started. The aristocracy in your thing are vampires, so they're pretty powerful. So like it's like a vampirocracy. Vampirocracy is the form of tribal government you have right now, where the vampires rule. It's actually a positive thing because they're pretty strong warriors. So let's get everyone. We just need the name of your cities. So Fantasy Fan, Trade Empire. Okay, so trade. So choose your location, Fantasy Fan, and the name of your first settlement. And your advancement is going to be trade, which is interesting for Drow Elves. So that means you'll tend to get better deals, and also like I'll keep an eye out for like your people will be smarter about trading. You know, they'll see opportunities that other races might not see early on. Like, you know what? For instance, we're gonna start off with that they discovered that. Should we bring gold? Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see where you settle. I was gonna say like they're the first ones who figure out that gold is something that can have perceived value outside of the fact that it's not valuable. It doesn't have much intrinsic worth as like a metal for tool building. Give Jimmy a chance, man. Top right near the mountain in the forest. Alright, top right near the mountain in the forest. Cool. So we got, I'm going to put it right around like there. So this is going to be interesting. You guys are border. And what's the name of your civilization? Wait, there it is. Okay, cool. Eastern Mountains. Okay, cool. I'll put you on the inside of the Eastern Mountains. Or what about... Oh, because you want... There really should be a river coming down on this side, because where would the water that rains here drain? So I'm going to put a river there, and then I'll put you somewhere on the river by the mountain, so that then you'll get that boost. And I hope this isn't considered like favoritism or metagaming or anything, because it makes sense that there should be a river coming off of these mountains. You know what I'm saying? And there'll be little streams there. So then I'll come up here, let's lock this up. And then let's pop your city, Fantasy Fan. right here. And then let me know the name of these two cities. Tribe name Drinks. So I'm gonna name this city, this settlement Drinks, just right after the tribe. Drinks. Okay. And then, yo, what's up, Fabio? Hey, if you want to play, we're playing this. We're gonna play an interactive game, and actually, there's a spot open, but you gotta play orcs. All right, with an advancement in woodcraft and the city of a population of only one right here. So if you want to jump in and take those guys over, feel free, and I'll kind of explain the rules as we go along. Don't worry about it. It's like pre-alpha testing. I'm just kind of trying to have fun and figure this game out. So under the small river, where are we going? Oh, here. Top right near the mountain and the forest, under the small river. Okay, so you're saying under a small river. Okay, so Drinks is over there. We can do that. We can do that. I don't know what's happening. What's happening? Now, also, everyone, I want to do a little disclaimer to say that, no, you know, I'll put it right there. To say that, you know, let's not make this a competitive game or anything. It's more about role playing and having fun and creativity. Vovan, that's pretty cool. I like that. All right. So let's keep that in mind. And if you get eliminated, you know, and you want to still participate in some way, you can figure that out. So you don't feel left out. Okay, so we better start playing because yeah, this setup is taking longer than I thought, and I guess it's kind of like a D&D type game, so those usually take a while. So you know, orcs shall be. All right, you want to be the orcs? Cool. So let's just start going then. And then did you tell me the color you wanted, fantasy fan? I don't think we got that. Red, blue, green, and purple are taken. So I would suggest a color that's pretty different. Either maybe, I guess it could be like yellow, orange, pink. I don't know. Anyways, yes, we're going to take turns as it goes. Silver. I didn't want a gray color. Maybe I could do like a bluish silver, like a silver with a bluish tint. I'll call it silver though. Alright, cool. If you don't like the color, it can be easily changed. I'm sure it won't be a big deal. Alright, so what I want is I need the territories to be underneath the lines. Okay? And we're going to start off, basically, every time you... Okay, we're going to start off with the halflings. Pixelated warrior. So you have four things this turn, 4 choices. You can either grow your village, and everyone else listen up closely and decide what you're going to do on your next turn, because the first turns we want to go fast. Boom, 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 boom. So that we can get into the later ages. There's going to be 4 ages. The age of tribes, the age of kingdoms, the age of heroes, and the age of cataclysm. And I really want to get to the age of heroes quick, because that should be fun. So, I mean, the whole thing should be fun. But alright, so your choices are to grow your kingdom, which means your population will get an extra boost. You'll get an extra D6 roll on top of whatever normal, what's it called, growth you'll have. Oh, and if you're by a water source, instead of rolling a D6, you roll a D4. Should I do it? Yeah. This was my... No. I'm going to keep it simple. The water source just gives you 1d6 if you're by a river, 2d6 if you're by a lake each turn. Expand. You can expand your kingdom, but that means you have to take, like, out of your 6, you could take 3 and make a new settlement. And then you would have 3 people in that and 3 people in that. But you will not grow at all that turn. Alright? Not even your regular growth in the background. You can attack another kingdom. So you'll grow and then you'll attack. I think you'll do the regular growth first. Or you can do an advancement. So you can choose to level up your advancement or create a further advancement. So right now I'm going to roll your standard growth, which is going to be We've got your, you guys are where are you guys up here? So you're on a lake. I mean, you're on a river, so it's going to give you an extra 1d6. And also because you're fishing and you're on a river, that's going to give you extra. You're going to get 2d6. If you choose a growth phase, you'll get an extra d6 on top of that. So you're going to expand. So hold on, let me roll your 2d6. So you got a 2 and a 3. So your population is now 11. How many of those population would you like to move downriver? Okay, that's what you need to find out, and I'm going to show you your territory now. Every turn, people's territory is going to grow. I'm just going to have a standard growth rate to keep it simple. It's going to be 90. Should I do that? Is that a lot? No, that'll be good. That'll be fun. Let's do 80. Let's do 80. So 80. So you are, let's say you are the blue color. Let's find you a nice blue. Whoops. Okay, and then so 5 are going to move downriver. So I think the board will do after. Okay, so let's move them downriver. It's annoying that I'm going to have to come back. So basically that's it. I'm going to go like that, and you see next turn I'm going to come around like this. So that's your borders there. And make sure to stay on the right layer. We're going to have another city. They didn't cross the river. They didn't go across the river, so let's say they're going to come. You don't want to go too far outside your borders. Well, how far do you want to go? Let's say 1/4 way, 1/2 way, 3/4, or right near the Mayan. Those are your choices. Kind of like a tribe leader. I would say you're more like the guiding spirit of the tribe because it'll go through many, many generations. The audio's not working. Let me know if you guys are, if something's not working, if stuff's not working for you guys more than Fabio. Cool. So okay. To that bendish. So I'm gonna assume we're like right around here. Which makes sense because, and then you need to name your new city, your new settlement, and you said 5 will go there. And then it's going to be Kyle's turn, so Kyle, get ready to decide on your turn. I'm going to put tribe 2 here as a placeholder. And then we got 6 over here. Is that correct? Cool, cool, cool. Fishix. That's a great name. I like that. Fishix. So we're gonna move on to the next turn. That's it for Dow, right? You chose the expand action, and then oh yeah, let me do the territory and the name for Fishix. I think I spelled that right. If not, too bad. I'm gonna go territories. Make this 80 pixels. Oops. I'm just gonna go like that. Boom. Cool. So Kyle, wait, actually it's not Kyle anymore. The orcs are Fabio. Fabio, are you ready for your turn? If not, we can come back to you. And I want, maybe I'll do the orcs' turn if Fabio doesn't get back to us because I think he was having audio problems. Well, I have to roll for you guys, so I'm gonna get to that, and when I get to your turn, I'll just do it then. So, Andre, let me know what you want to do this turn. You have 4 options. You can grow, you can expand, you can advancement, do an advancement, or attack. Now I'm gonna roll. You automatically get 1d6 for being in the forest, for being a wood elf. Oh, 6, dude. All right. So you're at 9 is your tribe size. And I'm going to do your territory right now. And then you let me know what you're thinking. Andre, you are... Yeah, you get basically, if you do a growth phase now, you'll get an extra d6. So if you do a growth phase, it's always just 1d6. But you get some background growth based on certain things. So since you're in the forest, you get a d6 because you're a wood elf. If another person was in the forest and not on a water source, they wouldn't get that background growth. So that's a special ability of the Wood Elves. Your bonus for Vampire, I haven't solidified it yet, but it'll come into play at some point. But like probably when you're attacking and stuff, because, you know, vampires seem like they would be good offensively. So you're going to grow more. Alright, that's a good choice. Oh, only a 1, I'm afraid, but that still does something. It's just the luck of the dice, so 10. So that's a simple round. And I'm going to your green. So let's get a nice green color. I'm choosing bright colors so they'll be noticeable. Even though they might look a little tacky, but I want it to be having a little trouble with this program. I always like to have the green a little bit on the warmer side for elves. I don't know why. Something like that. That's like an elven green in my mind. Territory's good. Is that too light? That's a little too light. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Okay. So expand will create a new city. So he chose the expand action, so you got 2 cities. Growth creates more population in the cities that you have. So actually, if he does a growth phase, both of these will grow now. So while you lose the growth, because you have to split up, now he has 6 and 5. He got good rolls though, but look, 10 in one city because he growed and he stayed. So, you know, this city is more established, and as cities get bigger and more established, it can be harder to take over, which is important. So right now, if Esgard attacked, you know, Fishix, he'd have quite the advantage. But then I'm sure there's a mechanic that I haven't figured out that'll come up with on the spot where Piscium can come to Fishix's aid, but it might take a turn or something. It might be too late. Cool. So looking good. Great. Let's move on to the next step. I don't think we have Fabio here, so I'm going to play the Orcs, but for the Drow, I want to, yeah, it's going to be Fantasy Fan's turn. Jimmy, I want you to think of what you're going to do, because you're coming up real soon. And let me just add Vovan. Oops. Oh, cool. I'm having a lot of fun, you guys. I hope you are as well. Vovan. And then I'm gonna roll for the population of Vovan. This is when your prayers. Okay, this is the prayer point. 3. Okay, and then I'll do Jimmy right now while I'm at it. Why not? You can also, that might affect what you want to do on your move. So your city was called Drinks. And time. You have a second for your prayer rolls? Oh, 1, bro. I'm sorry. But that's okay. Maybe they're all vampires. That's interesting. You're just this very small tribe of vampires. It's actually good that you're... Well, I mean, you're probably not going to get attacked early on, but if you did, I'm sure one vampire could take on, you know. So I'm going to do the Orcs' turn right now. So the Orcs, they're just going to grow. Let's just do that. So they're by a lake, so they're going to get 2 rolls. Surprised no one went by a lake. They're going to get 2 rolls for backup, and then 1 more as well for using the growth phase, because I'm going to keep it simple. So you get 3 rolls. 6. 6. 3. Wow, dude. See, that's what it... See, they got a 1 on the first one, and now 2, 6, 6, 3. Boom. So don't worry about your 1, Mr. Jimmy. 12, 15, plus 1, 16. Look at that. That was, man, I kind of don't want the NPC to be killing it on the map. But maybe Fabio will come back and take it over. If not, I'll just destroy all of you because I can metagame. But also it'll be good because maybe you guys will be timid to attack each other or something, but I won't. I like being rude when it comes to things that don't really matter, like a game. But some people take it seriously, and then I don't like being rude. Alright? Cool. So that's our territory. Cool. So let's do Fantasy Fan, the Drow Elves. Growth, okay. Yes, I'm glad you're having fun. How does diplomacy work? Well, that's probably you're going to have to actually talk to the other players, but I might rule... I don't know. That's a good question. How does diplomacy work? The real answer is I don't know. I know it should be random, but it's hard to do that because of, But actually, I have world events which will happen, which is basically a random NPC invader. So, actually, you know what? I'm going to pose you guys a challenge, and I would like you guys to conquer the orcs. I'm going to make them very aggressive and annoying. So if you can take them out so that I don't have to play them and they'll become part of one of your guys' tribes and territories early on in the game, I would suggest that. And then we won't have to eliminate another. But you can do what you want, alright? So first off, growth for the drow. So the drow are going to get 1 natural growth from the river and then 1 actual other growth. So here we go. 4 and 4. So we got 8. So that's a simple turn. I think that's it for the drow. So 8, 11. Alright. So Jimmy, what do you want your turn to be? Well, you let me know that in the chat. I am going to draw the purple, what's it called? I'm going to draw the purple territory for Fantasy Fan. Territory, good. And I'll just go ahead and draw your territory. Oops, no, purple is drinks. So let me just do that right now. And you're going to have a silver blue. Something like, I want it to be noticeable enough. Maybe be like that. Is that, I don't know, man. You got the dark blue. Maybe I'll have to go light blue for you, man. Is that gonna be bad? Okay, we can change it, but let me know if you want a different color. I didn't want it to be too gray or too similar to the other colors on here, so let me know if that color works or if you want a different color. Okay. Drinks is Jimmy's Vampire Kingdom, which we're actually on right now. So, Endre, expand south and not attack. So that's what you're going to do on your next turn? Expand south, like, around the mountains? Like, through the mountains? Or what are we talking about? But also, Jimmy. Yeah, the brush size is going to be 80 on the territory. So, Jimmy, what do you want to do? You got to let me know soon, because I want to keep this game going, so if people aren't on top of their letting me know what happens, I'm going to have to, I'll just do a growth turn. That's what I'm going to default to, if you don't let me know. So you've got growth, expansion. You can't expand because you only have 1, so actually you can have growth. Actually, let me do your default growth for the 1, so you could expand. So you got a 3, so drinks is at 4 for being on a river. See it there in the bottom right. And you can either grow, roll another d6, expand, create another settlement, do another advancement, so I have another technological, magical, whatever advancement, or the last option is to, what is the last option? Oh, to attack. You want to attack someone. Okay, growth. Cool. So 5. Alright, bro. So you're at 9, and then that's it. We're going back to the top of the list. And it is Pixelated Warrior's turn. Alright, dude. So you have your 4 choices. Oops, where are we going? Advancement. Oh, wait. Wait, what? You already... I don't know. You already said gross. You can do advancement on next time. I'm getting a little confused here. Hey, what's up, Jokin Frati? Hey, dude. Do you want to play the orcs? You can play the orcs if you want. But, I'll let you kind of figure out what's going on. I'm playing the orcs right now, and if you feel like it's something you can jump in on without me explaining too much stuff, because I already explained a lot, then we'll let you take over the orcs. So, Jimmy, yeah, I got confused. So do advancement next time. Let's just keep moving this along. Move, grow physics, and, okay, cool, perfect. So we're just going to do a growth phase, and so both of them are going to get, you're going to get 1d6 from the growth phase for each, and 1d6 each for the fishing. So I'm gonna just roll 4d6. I'm gonna start with Piscium paraxioma, 4 and 2. So it grew 6, 1, and 3. 6 and 4. Alright, and we're moving on to the next. So, orcs. I'm going to go ahead and do the orc thing. And get ready, Andre and Fantasy Fan. Think about your moves. Andre, you're going to be next. Your tribe size, Jimmy, is 9. You can always see it down here when I go to this screen. I know sometimes I'm not up, but okay. So, okay, Andre's going to expand east. All right, that's awesome. So tell me if you want to be like at the base of the mountain, east all the way to this river, east down here, like east up, northeast, southeast to the river. You know, I'm not going to say you can't cross the river yet because I don't have that technology. But so those are your choices, here, here, or here. You're going to have better growth on the rivers, but it's going to be harder to help defend if those guys get attacked. S-Guard probably won't be able to get there in time to send reinforcements, at least not for one turn maybe. So that's something to consider. No, it's good. I like that you're ahead of the game. Let me just, you know what? Orcs are just going to straight up grow. All right? They're going to get 3 growths. 2, 6, 1. So that's 9. Man, I hope the orcs. What if the orcs win, man? 25, right? Okay. And okay, so then the wood elf. So where do you want to expand to, Andre? Oh, middle of the forest. You said east. That's right. That's right. Okay, how many people do you want to send east? Yeah, good idea about zooming out. Thanks, man. Good thinking. But it's cool. I like that you guys are all in this area because it makes things much more interesting than if you're all not near each other. Ugh, I wish my thing was working that easy, more smoothly. Okay. I'm gonna keep it like that because I don't want to encourage. I want to encourage you guys to stay in this area. Let me zoom in just a tiny bit more. Or I'll just leave it. Whatever. That's fine. Middle of the forest, 5. Perfect. And then the name of the new settlement. Oh man, now I have to zoom in again. Sorry, Jimmy. Sorry, Jimmy. All right. And so this settlement shall be called. Let's go. Put that for now, 5. So that breaks up the tribe into another 5 and 5. Okay. Slungard. That's sick, dude. I like this. Alright. This is exciting. So Esgard, or Ursgard and Slungard. Drow Elves. Fantasy Fan, you're up. What you got for me, bro? What you got? Oops. I'm gonna try to zoom out for you, Jimmy. Trying to zoom out for you, Jimmy, but it ain't working, Jimmy. Lord, help me. Help me now. Here, in case you guys want to go a little bit outside. Okay, there. That's enough. Whoops. Got some. You're not supposed to know about the off-coast Atlantean cities, bro. Oops. I drew a city and a territory thing. I gotta be careful about that. I really don't want to mix those up. It's gonna be annoying if I do. I'm not gonna write Slungard. Oh, because I was gonna say because I don't want to zoom in because it's gonna take forever and stuff. Now that I'm zooming, I'm gonna write it. Oops. Slungard. Sorry, it's kind of messy and stuff, but I can't be bothered to try to type everything and stuff right now. It's gonna be too crazy. So we're gonna go to 80. We're gonna go to territories. We're gonna expand your territories, bro. We're gonna expand both of them. So watch this. 1, 2. And I know I didn't do this with Pixel Warrior, so we're gonna go over there and do that with Pixel Warrior. And we're gonna do it with the orcs. You guys gotta remind me if I forget to do this. Alright, 1. I'm not always gonna be perfect because that's kind of how it works. And also, you haven't expanded to the other side of the river. Oh, you have fishing, but with axes. You didn't say anything about boats. So you want to start expanding to the other side of the river. I'm saying here it's like shallow delta, so you can kind of cross easily. But here it gets more like a raging river. So yeah, we're gonna go for that. That's the story. All right. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do Vovan. If you end up expanding, I'll take care of that. But oops, let me do that right now, like that, and let me do drinks too. And drinks. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna say that you're same thing about not crossing the river because you don't have the aquatic technologies yet. Vovan, same thing. You gotta have some like, boat or something like that. All right, cool. What do you think about all the people writing fantasy use the same races? Yeah, you know what? It's interesting. I've mixed feelings about that, and I should do an Ask Shams about that. You know what? I'm gonna do an Ask Shams because I don't want to get on a tangent. So keep an eye out for that. I'll put it down here so I don't lose it. Okay, cool. But yeah, I can see both sides, and I'll explain that in the episode. I'll expand south to where the river meets the lake, sending 6 south. Okay, where the river meets the lake, down here. Stroth, thanks for being concise, telling me all the things I need to know. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And then I think it's Pixelated Warrior. No, Jimmy's next, and then Pixelated Warrior. So Jimmy, think of your turn. You can grow, expand, advance, or I always forget the last one. Attack. Why do I always forget the last one? So we're gonna have, oops, oh whatever. That's a good size dot. And it's going to be called. So you sent, or is it 6 Stroth? I love these names you guys are coming up with, man. What this really is a secret way for me to. I think you said 6. So that's going to be 6. So actually you have less in your capital. Interesting choice. You know what happened? Okay. What's my growth? So Andre, did we do your growth already? Oh, so when you, I think I explained this before, but I don't know if, I don't know. The turns that you expand, you don't grow at all. So that's one of the, because then expanding would be kind of OP. You see what I'm saying? So, but then the next turn you're gonna grow from both settlements. So it's like you waste one turn not growing, but then in the long run, it should help your growth. So that's why I was saying he has less in the capital right now. So Jimmy's gonna advance. Create enough. I know they have so many races in D&D. All right. So what's your advancement, bro? Let me know. Hey, what's up, Professor Stratego? So by the way, we're playing a game. I'm doing great, thanks, man. How you doing? That's nice of you to ask. We're playing a game, just to let you know, and with the people in the chat, if you want to control the orc race, that's a possibility. Pay attention if you feel like you can kind of jump into the game without me explaining too much. I mean, no one else knows how to play. This is like pre-alpha. Then you can take over the orc race, possibly. Yeah. So what's your advancement, Jimmy? You got to tell me soon. If not, I'm just gonna make it into a vampire advancement. But I'll roll your growth. So since you're not using a growth turn, you just get your backup growth. You still get to grow when you advance or when you attack. So but you don't get the extra growth. So you're gonna get 1 growth from being on a river. I'm gonna roll that now. Got a 3. So your tribe is at 12. And you want an advancement, so I'm going to check back in the chat. If you tell me what your advancement is, then you can choose anything, man. You could choose military, fishing. Like, look at the other advancements people have. You know, trapping, woodcraft, fishing, trade. I mean, it's tough to say what it does. Just choose something that, like, makes sense for your character or that you think is fun or whatever. And I'm going to go ahead and just bump your vampires to level 2. So now your vampires aren't just the aristocracy. The aristocracy are like the old vampires who are like powerful. But then you also have like slave vampires, which, you know, are less powerful ones that have become vampires from the aristocracy, and they can be used as like warriors because, you know, the king's not going to go on the battlefield even though he's really powerful. So now your army's getting a little stronger, and yeah. Well, your warriors. The map looks nice, thanks, dude. Oh, sepia shade. Yeah, I could do that, but then it would mess with all the colors and stuff. But you're right, that would look nice. For the sake of the game, I'm gonna leave it the way it is. But I do love a sepia map. Military. Oh, okay, you said military, so fine. Let's just do that. And I'll say it's the same thing, that they use vampirism to enhance their military by giving them some, you know, making some of the military guys vampires as well, but lesser vampires of some sort, I'm thinking. And also, no, actually, you know what? Instead, it'll be like that they trained, the vampires are using their powers as military, and we don't have the concept like level 2, so now that you don't have vampires level 2, you don't have that aristocracy being like super powerful vampires. All the vampires are like normal power, which is still pretty powerful, but like, there aren't like ancient vampires that are like way more powerful than regular normal vampires. Okay, cool. So who's next? We got Pixelated Warrior, bro. You're up, and I want who's on board? Andre, you're gonna be coming up next. So because I'm doing the orcs and they'll just be quick. So yeah, Pixelated Warrior. What are you gonna do? Do you want to grow? Do you want to expand? Do you want to attack or do you want to advance? Those are your 4 choices. Man, I'm getting good. I'm getting good. And Andre, this goes for you too, Andre. And fantasy fan, you know, start thinking. Alright, you want to play? I'll let you play. You just kind of answer my question. So pay attention and you're going to choose one of the 4. This is your race over here. These are orcs. The Mayon, okay? You can choose to grow, expand, advance, which means a technological advancement, which is very open-ended. You can choose anything. Military, magic, fishing, agriculture, whatever. Animal husbandry. And then the last thing you can do, you can attack, expand, grow. I don't know, someone tell me in the thing. You guys should know this by now. Yeah, but we're not starting him off from the beginning. He's just going to take over the orcs. But thanks for helping out. Okay, you're going to grow again. Oh, so a massive monument to fish, Lord Savior Axidium. So that's pretty much, I would say that that's a cultural advancement. So next turn you could choose advancement and choose cultural, and it'll be like monument, you know, cultural with a specifics in monumental architecture. So you're creating monuments that'll inspire and make your, you know, all the stuff that comes with making monuments. So you're going to grow again. So we're going to have another 4 rolls. So let's do it. 3, 5. So 8 for PPA. So 8 for PPA, right? So right, 6 and 2. So 8 and 8. All right, it's not bad. 8 and 8. So you got 20. And you've got 9 times 19, right? No, that doesn't make sense. 8 and 8, 17. 8 and 9. All right. Like my math skills. So far, I haven't used my dude Skeletor. Oh man, I want you to get in on this too. You're gonna do growth, man. He's been growing like crazy. All right, good choice though. So we're gonna do growth. So since you're by a lake, Skeletor, I want you to get in on this game, but I don't know how it can be done. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so we got growth. So here they are at 25. So there's gonna be 2 for being by a lake, plus 1 more for you choosing growth. You get so 3d6, 3 6-sided dice. 1, 6. All right, so 8. So you got a huge population in this Mayon, by the way, because I did some good rolls, and all I've chosen is growth so far, just to keep it simple, and also to play test, like what happens if you just keep choosing growth. So 8 plus 25, so we got 33, baby. All right, let's get a toll. Oh, you guys know each other. It's sick. Grow both settlements. Yep. So grow, whenever you do a growth phase, it grows all settlements. So if you had 10 settlements, you'd grow all 10. Oh, I gotta remember Stroth. And then Fantasy Fan, you're gonna be up soon, so you can let me know right now in the chat what you want to do, and I'll check back once I've done his growth phase. And I think I'll do territories at the end of everyone. It'll be a little bit faster that way. So Jimmy, also think what you're gonna do. So right now we've got. Yeah, I know, put the number on the name of the city. That would be great, but it changes too much, so I don't have time. But I appreciate the suggestion. Okay, first would take growth. Sorry, I forgot what I was doing. Naval warfare. Okay, cool. So we grew your thing, right? We already grew his. Endre, what did you say? Endre. Growth post settlements. Yeah, okay. till you get 2 and 2. 1 for being a wood elf in the forest, 1 for choosing growth. So we got 4 and 4, 8, 1 and 6, so 8 and 7. So 8 here, we've got 13, and 7 here, we've got a 12. Yes. Cool, cool, man. So let's move it along, and I'm going to expand the territory soon. Advancement enabled warfare. Let me know what you're going to do, Jimmy, and let me know soon, because I want to, I got to keep this moving. If not, I'll probably just growth phase you. So, so the Drow Elves are doing advancement in military focused on naval warfare. So I'm going to say Navy. Okay, and that's going to give you the ability to trade between downriver, at least, easily. So if Droth ever gets attacked or whatever, it'll be quick to bring reinforcements. Unfortunately, not the other way around for now. And try to think of what else, but I feel like Stroth... Oh, we got to remember that Stroth is going to get... Oh, I keep forgetting about the background growth, even if you don't choose a growth phase. Have I been forgetting about that, you guys? I think so, but everyone looks like they're alright, so we're going to use that in this turn. So you should get 2 on Stroth because he's on the lake. I'm not going to double lake and river, or should that be? Because then that's like right, like a super strategic point, right where the river meets the lake. What do you think? Is that too powerful? Or does that create... No, I think it's good, because I think in real life that would be the case. So this is going to get 3 growth, and this is going to get 1 growth. So Vovan got 6, 4, 4, 4. So 6 and 12, plus an advancement. So that's pretty good. That might even be a little OP. You guys let me know. Not like if you're losing, but because like if you think something's unbalanced. And then Jimmy, what's your turn? Expand. Alright, where do you want to expand to? And also make sure you let me know so far who's winning. It's hard to tell who's winning at this point. But yeah. Oh, Kyle, you're back. This is the same Kyle from before, right? Okay, so which way do you want to expand? North into the forest, south to this river area maybe? If you're by a river, or even right just a little bit closer down here, river is going to give you extra growth. If you can choose anywhere though, but you won't get natural growth unless you choose to grow if you're not by a river. Or, yeah. I wonder if the forest should have a growth thing and then wood elves get extra, because you'd think there would be rivers, but I feel like it's hard to find food in the forest. You gotta gather, and it'd be easy to sustain yourself but not to grow, maybe. I don't know. South Forest. Okay, cool, let's do it. And then what's the name of your new settlement, bro? South Forest in the forest or on the edge of the forest? I'm just going to decide. I'm going to put it on the edge of the forest, so next time just be more specific if you have preferences like that. Okay, we're going to do expand, so I'm going to call it just Village 2 for now. And Wood Elves get a forest bonus where they get like it's like being by a river basically. If they're in a forest, they get an extra growth every turn no matter what. Except for when you expand. That stops the growth no matter what, even the background growth. Because I wanted expanding to be like not OP, or else you should just keep expanding, and be crazy. Okay, cool. I'm glad we're on the same page. Thanks, Professor. Alright, I'm getting a little lost. Let's just go. How many people do you want to move to expand? You can choose, you have 12, so you could choose up to 11 to move to here, and then the name of that tribe. And that's it. I'm going to get back to that as I do the territories. So let's do all the territories real quick. And then Jimmy, answer those questions, or else I'll choose for you. Gobul, good. And then I need to know how many people are moving from drinks to Globul. Alright? So let me know. So 80. Alright, I'm doing this. And since you've got Navy, it's going to start... You're going to get on the other side of there. Oops. Oh, I see what I've done. Okay, it's okay, it's okay. So that's why I want to keep the layers pretty organized if I can. And then this one's on its own layer, so I'll merge it down. Okay. Cool, we're back on track. Let's give it a brush. And again, since, yeah. Wait, let me just, oops. Let's see. Okay, that looks good. Expand these guys. Not crossing the river. Expand these guys. On this side, not crossing the river. On this side, there. Okay. Oh yeah, this side they do cross the river. But I'm going to say it's a little slower because, so I'll do a little. Okay. Cool. Want to expand 2. And Professor Stratego, you are taking over the orcs. Prof Strat, baby. Prof Strat. So I'm gonna do world building stuff every Sunday, and I really like this game, so I'm hoping that we can develop it every Sunday and maybe make it into a real game, you know, type out all the rules and stuff, and we'll see. But okay, so you're gonna expand, so let me know how many people you want to move. You're gonna do 2 for global. Okay. Now I don't want to. Never mind. I'm not gonna do that. It's gonna give you a suggestion. But remember that the goal of the game is to take over all the other tribes. So the orcs are red, yes, and then you're right. Oops, you're up here. 33, man. So you're expanding. Expand, settle between the lake and the river. Like in the middle of the lake and the river, basically. Oh, like right on that corner. So you have to expand outside your territory, but I can say you go on the other side there because you haven't gone there. And you know, it's like, yeah, some orcs could swim across. It's not like that's part of their territory, but they could make a one-time trip across even if they don't have great technology. They know that logs float. They could just hold on to one and swim down the thing. Oh, sorry, dude. I forgot your expand. Good point. Good point. And I also forgot green expand. I'm pretty sure. Yes, thank you. Okay, let's finish that up before we move on. Oops. I'm actually going to say that it expands a little slower outside the forest. So we'll just get a little sliver one when it comes outside here. Because what else, you know. They're partial to the forest. And then drinks. Okay, and I'll add the other ones soon. And then these guys. And you're gonna grow more slowly into the forest. Alright? Well, he grows more slowly out of the forest. But if the settlement was outside of the forest to begin with, I wouldn't impose that penalty. Oh, actually, I think I might. Because wood elves like to live in the woods. That would be weird to have a settlement of wood elves outside the woods. Global's right here. So I'll write the name real quick. Okay, cool. So we got it going on. I think it's safe to say we got it going on. Move. Would like to make... No, that's good. Let's end it prematurely. 13 to settle your new settlement. Okay. And then what's the new settlement's name? I'm going to put it right here. Yo, these orcs are going to be killer, you guys, by the way. This being on a lake is kind of OP. I told you guys about it. So, 13 to the new settlement. And you just got to let me know the name. Whenever you do, I'll update it. It's not, like, super important at this point. 13, and we're going to subtract these. It's going to be 20. And that's it. There's no growth or anything because you moved. Boom. The note as instead of face cam. It's probably pretty smart, dude. Alright. because I have to be able to read you guys, so I can go like this. It's true. Let's get this. Oops. Okay. Notes down here. Alright, and then we can see who's next and all that stuff. Is that nice? Ugh, I like the thinking behind it, but... Alright, that's fine, let's do that. And let's turn off face cam, you're right. You guys don't need to see my beautiful face. I love you. Bye. There. Alright, if you guys missed my stupid face, then just let me know. See you soon, Skeletor. Wrote it already, look at the top. Where is it? Alright, I don't know, you might have to copy paste it, dude, sorry. Oh, Growlgorad. The next time just copy paste it, because it'll make it easier. Easier for me. Growlgorad. Okay. Alright, let's move along. I think, so that means we're on the Wood Elves? Is that correct? You guys let me know. Yeah, the orcs are red. They're over here. And so I'll do the territory for Growlgorad. Cool. And then let's zoom out so everyone can know what's going on. See? Now you know what's going on now. Alright, you guys are starting to get closer to each other a little bit, slowly but surely. Okay. Yeah, you get passive growth if you don't use the expand action. The expand action stops growth, but if you advance or you grow, I guess, right? Those are the only two other options. Or attack, if you attack, because no one's attacked yet, I keep forgetting. Then you also get the passive growth of anything that's by rivers, or if you're the Wood Elves in the forest, that's the passive growth. Like Global doesn't have any passive growth, actually, because it's not on a river, and you're not a Wood Elf, so you don't have the thing. So they would only grow on a growth action. Drinks will grow 1d6 passively. No, you don't grow at drinks because you expand it. But if you didn't expand and I forget, let me know. Oh, man. Well, it would become first come, first serve, I guess. That would be cool to have a lot of subs, I guess. And then hopefully you guys could start your own little games and I could just come into the chat and be a player. That's what I want to do sometimes. Alright, expand. Move 10 from both cities. Oh, interesting. Good idea. I forgot that you can... to the eastern part of the forest named Yitz. So eastern part, do you want, so I'm going to put it right there. Alright, and then who is next? Drow. So Fantasy Fan, you can let me know what your turn is as I'm finishing up this turn. So we'll keep the what's it called? The pace moving. Yitz. Alright, so we're gonna have 20 in Yitz and minus 10 on each. Alright. This is a pretty good system. Thanks, Jimmy. Oh, so we gotta do the standard growth first. So you should grow first. So passive growth, unless you're... Oh, but you're expanding. So no passive growth. Wait a minute, so you're taking 10 each? Is that right? Move 10 from both cities. So does that mean 10 total or 10 from both, so 3 and 2? Let me know. Next time say like 5 from Earthguard and 5 from Slungard, or 10 from Earthguard, because I'm thinking like you want 20 here and you don't mind this being 3 and 2. That's what I'm understanding. If not, just tell me what the... Alright, cool. That's what I'm hearing. But still in the forest, though. Looks good. Alright, cool. So I'll do the territories after. I want to do it at the end of each round. It'll be faster that way. How do armies work, or military? So you'll see when you attack. I'm going to kind of play it by ear. Hey, what's up, Skeletor? So basically you got to say if you expand before you start your turn. Kind of, yeah. I'm going to ask you what you do at the start of your turn. If you say expand, then I won't. If you don't say expand, then I should immediately roll any passive growth. I think that's the way to do it. On some settlements, exactly. I take each settlement individually based on its location and any special abilities and stuff. But for instance, you could take an advancement if you wanted of like forestry, and then you'll get the ability of having the 1d6 passive growth that these guys do if you're on or next to a forest. So that could be an idea of like an advancement you might want to do one turn. Okay. So fantasy fan. So I think we're done with Andre. Let me know if there's anything else there. And then we got the Drow Elves. And your fantasy fan, you said you were going to expand east to the mouth of the river. Expand east to the mouth of the river on the coast. All the way over here. Mouth of the river on the coast. That sounds it. So there's going to be 4 right here. Let me know if I'm wrong. It's a pretty bold move. Pretty bold because now you have a separate city in between. Or did you mean down here? So north river mouth, south river mouth. And let me zoom out so you can see what's going on a little better. Either way, pretty bold move. Stretching that territory out pretty thin. But I could see that being a good long term. Nope, other settlement. Sorry, I'm confused. Do you want Shout to be up here or down here? I think that's what I'm understanding. You're creating a new settlement either here or here. There's going to be no growth. And you want to move. And also let me know how many... Oh, 4 there. Do you want 4 sent from Vovan or 4 sent from Stroth? I'd assume Stroth, but let me know. Okay, so the South River mouth over here. Or right there, probably. I'm guessing because of the bonus growth. I'm going to assume it's here. If it's by the sea, where it meets the sea, next time just say where the river meets the lake. I don't know. Or where the river meets the sea, you know. I do have a Twitter, actually. I just set it up. It's Pen and Blade. P-E-N... Here, hold on. I'll type it here. P-N_N Blade, baby. 4 from Stroth. Okay, perfect. And then who's next? Jimmy, I think you're next, so let me know what you want to do while I finish this up. Ugh, man. I don't know if it's a Wacom or what it is. Cities. So this is going to be... what did you say the name was? It's kind of cool. S-H-A-A-L-T. S-H-A-A-L-T. And then we moved 4. And I'm pretty sure I already... Oops. I think that's correct. If I spelled it wrong or something, let me know. Oh, I'm Shams. I think I always say I'm Shams Nelson from Pen and Blade or from, let's say... Yeah. No, S-H-A-M-S. Like that. It is awkward calling me Pen and Blade, but maybe that's good. I want to be awkward. So you're doing growth, perfect. So that means you're gonna get. Oh, it's annoying that it's on 2 pages. So I'm actually just gonna return carriage down, or I'll do that for now. So growth. So we've got 2 growth on drinks because 1 for the growth phase and 1 for the river, and then 1 growth on globule. Because, yeah, for the growth phase. So globule is 3, and the other one is 5 and 5. So 10 and 3. Drinks, man. Drinks is doing good. So 20, and then we got 5 here. Cool. And I think that's it. So I'm going to do all of the territory expansions now. And Pixelated Warrior, let me know what you're gonna do. And who's playing the orcs again? Sorry. Oh yeah, Professor Stratego. So you also can let me know what to do because you're gonna be coming up right after him. So drink. So you're starting to wrap around the river, and global. So it's gonna be like this, but then inside it's just a little sliver. Okay. And that. Boom. Boom. Taking over that forest. All right, and a little sliver out here. Cool. This is looking good, you guys. It's exciting. I'm excited. Alright. Oops. It's a little weak over here. I'll give you a little extra. Alright. And I think this pumps up. And then here. So you've got the navy thing, so we're going to go ahead and just give you a full expansion. I'll let it even go over the water so that we can... I don't know. How does that work? Does the water territory matter? Because then you'll have naval battles over who owns the water. Oh, it is important, actually, because if two people are on the same lake and their territories hit each other, then they stop getting their lake bonus until, you know, they pretty much conquer each other. So, okay, so cool. I think we've done the drow elves. Let's go over to the orcs. So I didn't do these guys yet, did I? Or did I do them already on the growth phase this turn? Let's see, I should be able to tell judging by the size. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Oh, that's pretty big. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe. Oops. No, this looks like 3, so I'm going to give you one more. Oh, cool. So you guys are, yeah, so that's it. Any diplomacy and stuff you do between tribes, just do it right there in the chat. You don't need me. You just need me when you make decisions on particular rules. So this guy, like that, like that, like that, boom. And that's it. Alright, cool. We did all our territories. And Pixelated Warrior, you are up, my bro. Where you at? Cool. Yeah, man, this is looking cool. Alright. So, Jimmy is the purple guys. You didn't take your turn yet. Yeah, I think we're back to the beginning, right? So, boom. So, Professor Stratego, you're going to come right after Pixelated Warrior. Oh, no, dang. So you're going to attack the orcs downriver. This is my wish to rip them to shreds with our axes like fish in a barrel. Hearty screech, war cry. Okay, so we haven't, since you haven't had naval technologies, moving an army across the river isn't really that feasible. So you're actually, only target can be Mayon. Alright? What you have to choose is how many warriors from each, like how many families basically. So you have 20 and 17. So let's first do your growth. So you're going to get just one growth from each, passive. So 1 and 1. Oh man, the apparently your warmongering isn't smiled upon by he who controls the dice. I know the Discord, yeah. So I might have to do that still for Pen and Blade. Pixelated Warrior is this blue up here. So he's going to attack Mayon, okay? So 10 and 10, alright? So let's do this. So 20. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a d20. And I'm going to add it to that. At the same time, Mayon, you can only defend... Actually, since, let's see, what are your advancements are woodcraft. So you know what? I could see, like, with woodcraft, you should be able to build a raft, and that's how Grad-Gorod got there. So you can send, I'm going to allow you to be able to send, since they're so close by, within the same territory. Grad-Gorod can supply forces to help defend Mayon. So you have to choose how many forces from Grad-Gorod and how many forces from Mayon you want to use to defend. And basically, I think the No, actually, when you're defending, I think you should just use all of your forces, right? But that means they can all be destroyed at the same time. So those you send into battle aren't safe. You can choose, though, if you want to send more from Gorod to support Mayon. Or you can leave all 13 from Gorod perfectly safe on the other side of the river. They won't be attacked this turn, at least, you know. So those are your choices. How's military troop moving? Yeah, they're going to come down river like this. So I assume there's a long campaign and they just walk down because he doesn't have like a naval force yet. So Pixelated Warrior, you warriors are going to fall. This is Professor Stratego answering to Pixelated Warrior's attack. Your warriors are going to fall. You people are going to fall. Your cities are going to be burned down. I shall torture your kind without mercy. No mercy. I forgot you can't see me, but I'm really acting this out. Alright, you're gonna do 12 and 12. After his battle, you're like, oh, okay, you're gonna talk, you know, you're up in the stakes. So I'm gonna put 12 and 12 just to keep a note right now. He's up in the stakes too. I like how this is escalating. Without number, it seems risk to take guess where to make move. I'm not sure. You chose the passive war. It's true, man. He did. So, Professor Stratego, will you send any reinforcements from Grad Goral? You can send up to 12. You have to leave one family there because you can't just have the city be destroyed. I guess you could send... No, you have to leave one. So you can send up to 12 people to Mayon to defend. I'm going to give you just a little bit of time to figure that out. Not too much right now. While I grab my dice, and if you don't get back to me, I'll make a decision on your behalf. So Professor Stratego, 4 peeps. Alright, perfect. Oops, excuse me. +4. And then let's make this a little bigger. So the combat is going to be the toughest part. This is where the real alpha testing comes in, and I want you guys to give me your honest opinions on how it's working, and if you see places for improvement or ideas, alright? This is like, I just did this in my head, I haven't actually tried it out. So right now you got 24 versus 24. So this is pretty cool because it's even. What we're going to do is I'm going to roll a d20 for each of you, plus d20, alright? Then you're going to get a number. Those numbers will be compared to each other. Whoever's number is higher won the first conflict. And if it's 5 higher, then you killed 5 of that person's thing. If it's 20 higher, then you killed 20 of the person's thing. If you get the city down to 0 families, then you take over that city. And you can choose whether to kill the last families that were in there or whether to incorporate them into your people either as slaves or as citizens. Alright, you'll see how this works. So right now, I'm going to roll for Pixelated Warrior. I'm going to roll this d20. Alright? So if you want to, you know, put some good mojo out there. So 3. So Pixelated Warrior got 3 plus 24. His total attack strength, 27. Alright? Graal Gorod, 24 plus... So I'm going to do -4, because I got to remember that we have -4 there. Yeah, not good. But you never know, maybe we'll roll a 1. Alright, so Professor Stratego, this is your roll right here. 7. Alright, so 7 plus 24. We're going to have, what is that, 31. Yes. So, 4 difference. So that means, so let's go round 1. Wait, first battle. -4 equaling... So your army is still in the field. And actually, I didn't explain this, but I think that when your army is in the field, you must continue to take an attack action until you choose a retreat action. You'll still get passive growth, but you won't be able to make an advancement or Or maybe can you make an advancement in the field? But you definitely won't be able to choose growth, and you won't be able to choose expand while you're battling, maybe. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of that. That kind of seems to make sense for me. So anyways, -4. So you've got 24. No, 20. Wait, 4. No, 23. Plus 4 is 27. 23 warriors out in the battlefield right now. And then, see, that's the thing. Does he lose any? I don't think so. The W, and then you got 31. I kind of want, like, I feel like there should be some deaths on both sides. That's where I'm kind of, like, struggling. So your orcs have destroyed 4 families. It's just the first battle, so this battle will take a couple rounds. And the annoying thing is, while you're battling, you could choose growth, which means you're doing siege. I don't think you can choose expand from that, because anyone who tries, any settlers who try to leave will be killed. And you can choose attack, of course, and you can also choose advance. So you can't choose expand while you're being attacked. You could expand from Grad Gorad, but you can't expand sending any settlers from Mayon. Alright? And I'm going to say that you still have 31. So right now, this is... No, you don't have 31 power. You have 24 guys. So right now you have 24. And then this one's going to be 9. Alright? That's just how it is right now. So that's basically... You just had a little migration. 24 defenders... I don't know, just like, I'll just say 24, whatever. Alright, I'm going to move on. See, this is the part where it's getting a little confusing. I don't know if I need to put this. Actually, I don't think I need any of this information. Because you're right here in the battlefield. I need to know what's happening on the battlefield. But I just need to know that 24 are in Mayon and they are all going to be defending. Alright, cool. So, who's next? I think that's it for Pixelated Warrior. Oh yeah, now the Orc's turn. So you want to make an advance in defensive structures like fortified. Okay, so yeah, so an advancement in defense, and this is actually works with the woodcraft. So, like I'm gonna say, like these are like probably like walls, you know, with spiked, sharpened wooden things, like wooden walls that are really strong. And what that'll do is it'll give you, whenever you're on defensive thing, you're gonna get a plus. Should it be? Is an extra 1d. Since it's level 1, I'm going to start with a d4. Level 2 will be a d6. Level 3 will be a d8. Level 5 will be a d... You know, whatever. It'll keep going. So you'll get to roll an extra d4 when you're defending any city to add to your defense bonus. So basically, these Viking halflings just came out of nowhere. Just with their axes trying to destroy these orcs, but the orcs are pretty tough, man, and they were able to fend back the attack with their, and in the meantime they learned some more defensive skills in their woodcraft, and also they're gonna grow. So this is not looking good for a Pixelated Warrior, man. I gotta say, this might have been a little bit early. So then Grad Gorad's gonna get 3 passive growth, 5, 2, 4. So 11 for Grad Gorad, and then Mayon gets 2. 6 and 1. So 11 and 7, right? So we're going to have 20 and 31. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. Glory to the fish moon. Draw a wall. No, I don't, this. Naval warfare advancements, do whatever you want. Alright, try to come back, man. Thanks. This is fun. Alright, either I'll take over AI. If you're not back in a little while, I might give the AI to someone else if someone else wants to play. General defenses. Okay, good. Yeah, thanks for being on top of your turn, dude. Alright. Archer, guard, post, entry. Alright, defense, archery, better traps. So I'm going to say it's just a military advancement in general with a focus in archery, which has good defensive capabilities. Oh, general defense. Okay, so it's going to have more of a trap focus rather than offense. So fine, I'll do defense because it won't have, you'll get bonuses when you're defending but not when you're attacking. That makes sense. No, I think it's going to have to be military because you already have trap making defense. So if you wanted to up that to level 2, you could. But I think what you're wanting is some archery and stuff. Like, your guys don't even have bows and arrows yet. So they just invented bows and arrows with this military advancement. That's pretty important. And then let's do your static growth. So we're going to have 1d6 each. So we got 1, 6, and 6. So S-Guard was 1. Oops, 4. 6, 8, and 6. It's funny, I feel like S-Guard or Earth-Guard is like maybe like where the aristocracy live. So it's like a very small like community, and Slungard maybe is like the second, and then these are the commoners. That's kind of the impression I got. So then you did an advancement, so that's it. So I think now it's Fantasy Fan and Jimmy. You guys let me know when you're coming up soon. So Fantasy Fan, what is your guy? Yeah, you guys work out your non-aggressive aggression pact. The numbers here, you know what I'll do? Maybe I'll just copy and paste everything right into the chat so you guys can see what's going on so far. I don't know how this is going to look. Alright, it's pretty messy, but at least it'll... Oh, no, it's too big. Alright, whatever. So I'll just see here. You got 2118. 3120, 4826, 1114.4, 25. All right. So Fantasy Fan, you're up. All right, I'm gonna be fine. I'll AI the wait, who left? I think Pixelated Warrior did. And he's at war with Mayon, so this will be interesting. I'll probably AI them. Advance your navy, okay. So this is going to be level 2. And you can do random, like a trade, like if you just, that's, I don't know. So your military is going to get pretty strong. Level 2. Let's see. I'm guessing that Stroth has become a port city, and so is Shout. They, they've got a strong, good navy. With the ships get like militarized for multiple people, they can sleep on it and stuff now. Like maybe not a 3-masted Spanish galleon kind of thing, but we're talking like Viking ships. Like these are seaworthy vessels if you were to get out to the sea, and definitely strong enough to even to start to go up current in less less rugged waters, less fast moving waters. And so let's give you all your growth. So you did an advancement, so we're going to have 1 for Vovan. So we got just +1. Poor Vovan has been having really bad rolls, it seems. And then Stroth is going to get 3. 4, 2, 4. We got 10. And then Shout is going to be 3 as well. 5, 4, 5. 14. Shout was just 4, so 14, so 18. Okay. And I think that's it. Jimmy, you're up, and then we're gonna do the territories after Jimmy. Alright, I didn't read your guys' pact. Skeletor, see you later, dude. Next time you're gonna have to play. So, Jimmy, let me know, what are you gonna do? Can you change the description? I don't know if at any moment, but after this video goes live, I can change the description indeed. So you didn't tell me what you're going to do, so I'm going to have to just... Oh, advancement. Cloning plus growth. So, okay, so I'm going to reinterpret that a little bit. Alright, dude. Yeah, I think you'll probably be back at your turn by then. So that's perfect timing. So your advancing is growth. So, like population growth, usually the advancements are going to be either agriculture, fishing, something to do with food. Since you're a vampire, your growth is going to be, like human livestock. So you have a breed of humans that they eat. And that's going to give you a plus a passive growth of 1 in each of your cities. But I feel like there's a downside. No, because the passive, it's not going to grow your cities because you have to grow the people to eat them. So you're essentially eating your own population. So that probably won't give your population growth. You know what? I'm going to make it so that that gives you passive population growth in cities that aren't on a river of some sort. Or maybe you shouldn't even get population bonuses from the river because they don't eat fish. I'm gonna say that now you're kind of going into full vampire, so you lost your bonus from the river, but you'll always have a 1d6 population thing because you eat your own population, and somehow it's become a sustainable practice because you just drink the blood. All right, so you always have a. I don't know if that works on a physics level, but in a fantasy world, we're gonna go for it. So you're gonna get 1d6 passive growth on each of these guys. 6 and 2. And 7. Alright. So now we got Pixelated Warrior, which is me. Alright, you're back, man. That was quick. Oh, man. Yeah, I know. We've been playing for a long time. I don't think we're going to be able to finish. We might have to continue next week. I don't know. I'll play for a little longer, but when people start dropping out, you know, we'll find a natural time to call it a night. And before you go, though, give me, if you have any feedback or suggestions, like how this might be more fun or rules or whatever you might think to change, let me know, dude. And, okay, so right now I'm going to play Pixelated Warrior. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So he was attacking, so I'm just going to keep up the attack. I'm going to give him one more attack phase to check that out. So we're attacking you, Professor Stratego. Alright? So play one more turn at least. And I'm going to attack, and what we got here is we got 23. So we're going to go battle number 2 versus my own. Oh no, we actually have less. Because... So when I lose -4, it's -4 from this. So that's actually 20. So he's going to get natural growth, first off. So he's going to get 1 and 1. 1. 1. Wow. Dang, that's 4 ones in a row for this guy. I really think since he attacked, it was just like bad mojo. Bad karma, man. So 1 and 1 on these. And I don't think he's going to send any more warriors. We'll just do one more attack. So we've got 20 warriors. Battle 2 versus my own. So we're going to go 20 warriors plus d20 equals 30. So 30 is the number to beat, bro. You've got 31, and since his turn, it's not your turn yet, you don't get to grow. So that's a little bonus of attacking on your own turn if you're before. Okay, so then he's going to attack you with 30 plus d20, and you're going to be able to defend with 31 plus d20. Plus a d4 because of your defense. Alright? So I'll do yours first. I think this is going to be more exciting that way. So 31 plus... Oh no, I already rolled his attack, right? Yeah, 30 is the number to beat. So you can't really lose because you have 31. See, I don't like that. I don't like the idea that, like, each battle there should be a chance to win no matter what. If you roll a natural 20, I think that means you win no matter what. But I feel like there should be a chance to win aside from that. Well, if he had rolled a 20 or a 19, he would have 39. Alright, we'll just roll 10. So you got 41 plus a d4, 3. So 40. So that was a dumb move on my part. So another 13. And so it's going to be versus 31 plus 13 is 44. So 30 minus 44. So Pixel Warrior loses, or halflings. What are halflings doing going to war anyways? Lose 14. Oh yeah. So 30 minus 44 equals halflings lose 14. So they are down to... how many do they have on the battlefield? They had 20, they lost 14, so it's 6. 6 on the battlefield. And now it's the orc's turn. So if you attack him, you're going to be attacking 6 against however many you send out. So if you want to wipe out that number, this army, this halfling army, this would be a good turn to do it. Otherwise, you can choose things like you could choose a diplomatic thing, you could offer them terms, whatever terms you want. You could, I don't know, you could do whatever you want. It's like D&D, very open-ended. I really think defensive dice are underpowered right now, with gross giving average of extra 3, 5. Yeah, okay. D4 is average 2 to 5. Oh, because they'll get a bigger growth than the defense. The defense won't make up for the difference in growth. It's interesting. Alright, I'll have to think about it, but then the thing is, if you upgrade your defense again, it'll go to a D6. And upgrade again, it'll be a D8 to add to your defensive thing. And I also feel like it'll... Yeah, alright, cool. Good thinking, though. I'm gonna have to think about that. That the defensive dice are underpowered. I'll just, make it earlier. Alright. What time on Sundays could you play, dude? Okay, you want a city. So you want Fishix? So here's the counter negotiation. They don't want the orc settling so close to here, but with the 6th army, he'll settle the 6th army somewhere down here and give you that city. And it'll be closer to your territories. And then you'll gain the halflings advancement in axe fishing because you incorporated their people into, you know, so it'll be like part halfling, part orc, part halfling, part orc population in a new city. So you just have to wait till next turn. And I guess you'll have to trust him. Or trust me. Does that sound good? Or families like a third of the big city. Okay, so you want a third of the big city. Okay, that we can agree upon, I think. So basically, because we're actually now the population is pretty low. It's 10 and... what is that? Minus 12. Man. 7. So, did you say a third? So let's say we say 3 plus 6, so a population of 9. We could form a city with a population of 9, somewhere around here. And you can name it. And then it'll be your city. But you have to wait till next turn because of the attack. And so now it's your turn, so you could, if you're not going to attack them back, and you let those 6 guys go back, kind of on a leap of faith, that they will honor your agreement and come down. Or else you might have to go and attack them. Yeah, 9 total. So 6 from the army and 10 because they lost a lot. He sent 24 warriors. Whoa, I think a bug flew by. Yeah. Alright, so we have an agreement. And I forgot to expand the territories, you guys, I think. So let me do that. And it is getting tiring. My throat's starting to hurt from talking so much. I think maybe we'll just have to continue this game next Sunday. And I'll try to start earlier. Maybe I'll start around noon Pacific time. Maybe even a little earlier. So 11 a.m. noon Pacific time. Hopefully on next Sunday. I hope that works for you guys. If not, let me know. But yeah, so let me do this real quick. Did I do it? Maybe I did. Did I expand the territories before we did the Pixelated Warriors turn? Between woods and lake. I want to settle between the woods and the lake, like right here. I don't know. What's 4 p.m.? Oh, Greenwich is that. Oh, London Standard Time. Let me write that down, and I will go to a time converter thingy. And Fantasy Fan, I believe your Navy is at level 2. Yes, it is. which means you have like boats that are, you know, like multiple warriors. They can sleep on the boats. It's technically seaworthy, even though you don't live out on the sea. And yeah, I think the next level will be projectile weapons from your boats. Instead of just ramming and boarding people, you'll have some kind of projectile. Okay, cool. Gotcha, dude. No, that makes sense. Okay, Professor Stratego. So what's your turn gonna be? Are you gonna grow, advance? Oh, you said expand, and I think you meant over here. If that's wrong, just let me know. And how many people are you going to send? You want to settle between the woods and the lake, and you'll send parts of your army. Well, so what? How many people from either of these cities? Like how many from Mayon and how many from Gralgorod go to the new settlement? And also, what is the new settlement called? These are all questions I need answers to. Oops, excuse me. Alright. So let me know about that. And I'm going to come back and do the territories at the end of the turn. I think I did it this turn. But you know what? I'm going to do it again just because it's more fun. Maybe I didn't do it this turn. Yeah. I'll do the territories real quick, because also I'm waiting for, I want to settle left from my capital city, escorting the warriors. Oh, I see. Okay, so you don't want to settle them. Okay. So this is the new city that you want the halflings to settle. So you've captured 6 warriors, and you're expecting 3 more families to come in, basically. So you've got in your new city, in your new tribe, you've got 6 to start off with that are all halflings, the halfling warrior guys. And then you can add as many as you want from either of these two. Oops. 20 and 31. And then you'll be receiving 3 more next turn, supposedly. That's the agreement you have with the halflings. Morgonbrak. That's sick. So I'll write that over here. And since you expanded, you're not going to have the growth phase. And, yeah, when you expand, when you create a new settlement, that's called expanding. Yeah, that's the expand action. 9 halflings and 12 from my 2 city. Okay, so you got 6 halflings. You're going to get 3 more next turn, supposedly. And you're going to get 12 from, like, 12 and 12. 12 from each city. Or 12, yeah, that's what I'm going to take it as, unless you correct me. Sending a few soldiers to escort them and to hold the treaty they made. Okay, cool. So yeah, assuming when you send the 12 and 12 families, it's a combination. There's going to be, you know, amongst those families, some people are going to be soldiers, some will be this and that. But you're taking precaution that, so 12 and 12, let me get my graphing calculator out. It's going to be 24. Oh, I don't need that. Okay, 24, so it's 28. Oh, 6 from each. Okay, gotcha. So this will be 12. This will be 14. 6 from here will be 25. Okay, that's what we're looking at. And I think that's it, right? You didn't expand. We took care of that. Bada bim, bada boom. Cool. Andre, what are you up to? The elves, man. Their new city is really thriving. Got a lot of emigration to Yids. Growth, yeah, I can feel you, man. That's probably a smart move. Trying to keep the halfling population down. That's smart. You got to do some, what's it called? Make sure they don't rise against you. You know those guys are crazy. All right, so we're growing, which means for the elves we get two rolls for each. Passive growth for the forest, and then the growth for its growth. So Esgard. 5, and 2. So we got 7, 5, and 1. 6, 7, 6, 4, and 3. 7, 6, 7. 7, 6, 17, 7. 6, 20, 33. Alright, looking pretty good. So I think that's it for now. You just did the growth. Good, good, good. Drow Elves, Fantasy Fan, what's up? And then Jimmy, you're going to be up next. So Fantasy Fan, did you already tell me? I forget. If you can copy paste again. Maybe at level 2. I don't think you told me what your turn's going to be. Can you move over to other city without attacking? I mean, if you want to like establish trade or something with another city, then you can talk to that person directly, and if you guys come to an agreement, let me know, and I'll let you know what the in-game consequences is as far as rules or whatever. But if you want to take over another city, then you have to attack. Or you could negotiate for someone to give you another city or something like that. So that's also, there's lots of possibilities, like D&D. So, okay, with the purple, you have an alliance with purple and non-aggression pact with the green guys. So alliance with the vampires. Oh, that's dark. And the non-aggression pact with the okay, all right. Yeah, let's stop soon because I am getting tired, and we've been streaming for a long time, dude. Almost 2.5 hours. We've lost all but our core gamers, man. Everyone else is like, what's going on? So it's crazy. And I will try to do it next time. Hopefully that's not a crazy time for me. It might be because I feel like you're almost on the other side of the world, so it might be like 4 or 6 a.m. So I'm going to try to start at like sometime between 9:30 a.m. and noon Pacific time. All right? And if it's better to start at like 9:30, 10, I'll try to do that. And yeah, Fantasy Fan is light blue. So let me zoom out so you guys can see where we're at. And I'm going to do the expanded territories one more time. So we'll finish Fantasy Fan and Jimmy. We'll do one more turn for each of those, you guys. We'll expand the territories one more time. And then we'll call it a day. And hopefully you guys can come and join me next Sunday. And we can have the same people controlling the same teams. And we'll take it from there. What? I don't understand the last question about London Standard Time. I'm on Pacific Standard Time. But I'll look it up later. I guess I could just Google it, but I don't want to do that right now. While we're streaming, I want to do this game. Okay. So, Fantasy Fan, you're expanding. And then, Jimmy, let me know what you're going to do next turn. You can let me know now, and I'll get to it as soon as I finish Fantasy Fan's turn. Expand to where... Oh, man, you love to expand, but it's smart. Expand to where the river meets the sea. Taking 5 from each Droth and Shout. New city is Mop. Perfect, dude. That is simple and clean. But then you don't... We're not going to do a passive growth because you're expanding. So you're going to have 10 and -5 from Stroth and Shout. Okay, cool. I like this because it's interesting because we're seeing different styles. Like, Fantasy Fan, you've got a very, like, expansionistic attitude. But not into other people's territories. But you're creating a big base, a lot of territory. Which seems like it should be a smart move in the long term if you can keep a hold of your kingdom. Because the bigger it is, the more angles people can attack it at. And stuff like that. So, so yeah. Oh, and you could also have had it on the other side because you've got the Navy now, so you can go on any side of these things. Your level 2 Navy, you should be able to, you know, traverse whatever water things unless they're particularly treacherous. But I think, I would imagine you want to be on this side because it's just maybe, I don't know, it just seems like it's closer to home. That's what I would feel like doing if I was settling a new place. Fantasy non-aggression pact. Pacific. Oh, yeah, it's 5 p.m. right now, exactly. So, but what time would it be good for you if I started at next Sunday? Let me know about that. Okay, so you did the expansion, so we've got 10. Alright, 5 and 5. I think that's what you said. 5 and 5, yes, Stroth and Shout. So we've got 13 and 19. So it's interesting because it's very like evenly spread, you know, but like the because you get 3 growth from each of these two, and you'll get 1 from that and 1 from that, which is still so on a growth turn. That's like even when you don't grow, you're still getting good growth. On a growth turn, you're gonna get really like phenomenal growth. So that should be cool. As long as you don't get attacked before you grow. All right, dude. I don't know, man. You got to do the math, Mr. Stratega. I can't think of that right now. Expand left side of drinks. So you've got to expand outside of your territory. So this is a new rule because we didn't have. It's not new. I had it in my mind, but I didn't tell you. It can either be on the edge of your territory or outside of it because you can't support. You know, there's not enough food to build another city within this area. You need all that area to support that one city. So that's the idea. But if you build it early on, then you figure it out. Whatever I guess is presumed. Like over here, you know, that was outside of the territory when it was built early on. Okay, so left, but like either right here in the mountains, or do you mean to cross all the way to the river over here? What are you thinking? I'm thinking you're saying all the way to the river. 6:30 p.m. What do you mean? 11 a.m. Pacific would be good. Okay, 11 a.m. Pacific works well for me. Yeah, I'm gonna live stream every Sunday, and I think I want to do this. Sounds like really like super fun. And if we start to really get into it, and we want to do it even more often, you know, we might figure that out. Or I might do a random live stream in the middle of the week to try to do a mini game of this thing and see if I can catch some people. But I can commit to Sundays because I don't know how much I'm going to be working in the week, so I might not be able to stream. Oh, dude, Pixelated Warrior's back. Yeah, so basically what happened is I attacked one more time, and where you were basically defeated, he gave you the choice to join, for the halflings in the army to join them instead of, you know, getting killed or whatever, and they agreed. And he also was supposed to send 3 more people. And honestly, I was not going to send the 3 families and see if that provokes more war or what, because, you know, we're way up here. What's he going to do if we don't send 3 families? You know, it'll be forgotten in a generation or two. That's what I think the halflings would think. But Pixelated Warrior, you can let me know if you want to send the 3 families to Morgon Brack to honor the agreement, the peace agreement, or if you want to just ignore it and see what, you know, see what Stratego does. But yeah, it's not looking good, man. Right now you're at 10 and 7 for these 2 cities, basically, is where it's at. And that's it. With so, but it's interesting because now we're gonna have an orc halflings, and I'm thinking we're gonna have some horks, some half halfling, half orcs. You know what I'm saying? The horks. So we'll see if in a generation or two Morgon Brack becomes a hork. You know, a hork dominated. The majority race will be horks. Andre would work. Okay, so I think I'm pretty much done, right? We're just doing Jimmy's. Oh yeah, Jimmy, where did you want to expand? If you don't let me know in a sec, wait, let's see. Back to my turn, please. Yeah, exactly. To the river. Yeah, okay, to the river. Perfect. Good, 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 good. All right, and then what's the name of your... How many people are you moving? How many from drinks? How many from global? Global? What? Global. Yeah. How many are moving from drinks? How many are moving from global, if any, to this new city? I'm going to put it right here. And the city's name. How to refresh. Horks! Oh man, I can see that in a few. They're just laying low, and the horks are going to be like, you know what? These little... I want to draw a hork. I might have to do that, maybe even tonight. Might post another video drawing horks, a sketch-o-rama. That actually sounds like a lot of fun. So we'll see, we'll see. Halfling, half orc. You honored our agreement, so we have peace now. Wait, oh, so you did honor the agreement. Did he say that? Pixelated Warrior? Did you send... Are you going to send the 3 halfling families? Honor the families. Oh, here it is. I will honor the families and focus on growth before I go again. Sorry for being out. Horks, yes. Okay. Actually, I'm going to stop at the end of Jimmy's. Or should I stop at the end of Pixelated Warriors? But then he'll have gotten an extra move. I'll just remember, next turn, honor the agreement plus growth. Alright? Hopefully you'll be here next time and you just tell me. I'm going to finish up with Jimmy's. Jimmy, 10 and 3, so 13 plaques. Back off, bloodsuckers, exactly. See, fantasy fan, this is when it starts getting like, what? Is he really gonna, right between your two settlements? He's messing up your contiguity? Contiguity? Is that a word? So, what is it? 10 and 3. So we've got 13, and the name is Plax. 13. Man, I don't want to stop because it was just getting good, but I guess a cliffhanger is okay. I just hope you guys better all make it next time, or else I'm going to be sad and annoyed. Someone else can take over your cities, I guess, or I can AI them, but I like how I'm artificial intelligence. I don't have real intelligence. So let's write Plax. Let's do all the territory expansions. And I guess what I'll do, because now that we're getting up to places where the territories might butt up against each other, I'm going to go in order from top to bottom on the list when I do the territories. So we'll start with Pixel Warriors land. So let's see, Plax. That city's good. Okay, so let's do it. So we're going to go starting off. We got territories. Pixel Warrior. I'm going 80. Cool. Yeah, I have you on here actually, because it was originally Kyle. And see, Professor Stratego. We got you right there. So each race has a player next to it. The most recent player who's played it, I guess, because originally it was Kyle. So if he was, I guess I would give him, if you weren't here and he was, I'd give him a first pick. But if you're here and he isn't, whoever played last, I'm going to give them preference to continue playing. So that's kind of my thought behind that. So let me do these now. 80. Get the right color. And so still slower on the other side of the river. Okay, cool. So that's it for that. Let's expand these. Boom. Next down is what else? So we'll do the thin sliver expansion here. And then inside we're keeping it nice quick growth. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. So the thing about going second, I guess you overlap each other. So I might have to start doing territories not at the end of the turn. I don't know, we'll see. And then next we've got Fantasy Fan actually. And I think when two borders hit each other, they just stop. So actually going second, being later, is worse a little bit because you won't overlap it. Unless you choose an attack action on your turn. In which case you will overlap, but you also have to attack a city. Hey. We expand outward in the opposite direction. Where, yeah, your new city, I did it over here. Right? Morgon Brack. I think that's where you wanted it. Okay, so let me, before I get confused or mixed up or forget something, let me finish doing the expansions. Wow, so look, so since you went first, Plaxo's really going to be right there on the border, but that's good for trade, I guess. Oops. Okay. Alright. Nice. And then last but not least, Jimmy, who's getting all up in everyone's territory now. All of a sudden, oops, why did I make it smaller? No, no, no. 80. Like that, and then just a thin, but it stops right there. Just a thin, but it stops right there. See that? And then here, it stops. Then on the other side, it's thick enough. Alright, let's do a little bit of just looking over this. Make a player list if I haven't yet. Yeah, I have a player list. They're on this document. And you know what I'll do is I'll share it with you guys, but so you can't edit because I don't trust you. Can view. So if you guys want to look over this in detail or anything like that, you can check it out. Let's see, where is this up arrow? Can I do an up arrow thing? Cool, cool. Am I gonna convert to a merchant vampire empire? That's sick, actually. I like the merchant vampires. When will we start Sunday? 10 a.m. Yeah, 10 a.m. my time will probably be is what I'm thinking, give or take an hour. You know, so between 9 and 11 a.m. I think you can trust that it should be playing. Latest, let's start at the latest. I'll start at would be noon. Hopefully not that late. All right, so let's look at our map, man. You guys, this was super fun. I'm really excited that everyone got to join, and I hope you guys had fun too. Let me know what you thought was the most fun part and stuff like that, and also if you had a least fun part, so I can know what to keep in the game, what to take out, if I'm going to try to make tweaks, because it might be changing week to week. But so far, I think this was actually a fairly successful pre-alpha test, you know, just for... yeah, and let's see. Okay, so look at this. It's so cool because look, we have so many lands that haven't even been touched. But so if more people come, like maybe I'll leave one of these things alone or AI them, and if another person comes and decides to play, we can throw them in somewhere. But what we've got so far is this territory right here with the halflings up in the north, Viking kind of halflings, probably a little colder. I'm imagining it's like icy and stuff, and they're wearing furs. Here I imagine it's very nice and beautiful to get all the seasons. The orcs living down here, mostly in peace, just living their lives. They get attacked by these crazy halflings, and they're able to pretty easily repel them because, I mean, they're halflings. So, I guess they kind of got a little overzealous there. But, they decided, okay, let's not let their warriors return because then they could just come back at us. We're gonna bring them down. We'll learn from them, settle them on the far side of the lake so they don't have too much communication maybe with the main thing in case they try to be spies or whatever. You can't trust them 100%. So we got some Horks maybe coming up in a generation or two, which I really like. And yeah, this freedom of being able to do whatever you want, awesome. And thanks, Fantasy Fan. I'm really glad you like it. Yeah, just right here in the comments you can give me feedback. But if you want to, if you feel like, what's it called? Give me more detailed feedback or talking to me about whatever, you can hit me up at that email. Resources. Yeah, so wood and stuff, fish, resources. I know, that's a good point. I kind of have that in my mind. Like, if one of you settled somewhere far from a river, I would be like, okay, well, yeah, that's where the growth thing comes in. Resources about lumber. If, you know, like if you were trying to build walls but they weren't near a forest, I would say... So there's kind of like resource, but it's a very soft rule, so that's a good point. There's nothing but terrain to fight over. Yeah, I see what you mean. Well, actually, no, that's going to be a thing, because when you're... Basically what happens is now that your territories are touching, he's going to stop getting... You're both... Neither of you are going to be able to get the... oh, I should have told you this. Oops, well, whatever. This is why it's pre-alpha. You won't get the passive growth bonus from the river unless all of the river is controlled by only one race. So if Vovan wants to get his river bonus, so he'll still get his lake bonus from Stroth, but not the river bonus. He won't get any passive bonus because the river bonus is the only one passive growth bonus for Vovan. So if he wants to get that 2d6 every turn back, he's got to take over plaques, either diplomatically or militaristically. You see what I'm saying? So same with this global. I don't know. I can't pronounce that. Global. It's like global. And Yits also will not get their passive growth bonus, so they'll only grow on a growth turn until, you know, one of them is one. And if global conquered Yits, or even if Yits conquered global, you'd probably still be touching here. So global wouldn't get the bonus, but Yits would. Still would get their passive bonus back. See what I'm saying? So there is the resources like that. It just hasn't really come up yet. Can I hit you up with some Twitter? Yeah, dude. Dude, please hit me up on Twitter. You guys, I'm not posting so much because I don't have that much of a following. I'm just starting to figure it out. But I'm at Pen and Blade on Twitter. And yeah, I want to start using that more. So if you tweet at me and stuff, that would be awesome because that'll encourage me to be on the platform tweeting back. We can converse like that. That would be probably the easiest way to just talk to me casually throughout the week if you guys want to chat about whatever. And count for my woods. What do you mean? Yeah, were you asking about this border touching? Yeah, it does count. So Yits will not get the 1d6 passive bonus for being in the woods until either global is part of the, until global is part of the thing. Now what you might be able to do is set up some kind of trade to offset that and have a passive bonus based on trade and commerce. You'll have to explain to me something that seems logical. Like, for instance, Yits can have an advancement in hunting or an advancement in trade, maybe, and then due to that, they're able to hunt better and trade, or maybe make an advancement in hunting so that you can get that passive bonus back. But these guys would even get, I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. But try to think of, like, how would this work in the real world? Now there's less food because global is hunting a little bit from here, even though they don't use that much resources, but they're still, let's say they're still doing, because they're vampires. I don't know how the vampire thing is. Anyways, it's getting a little complicated, but I hope that gives you an idea, and you can try to decide like a way to boost your passive food intake, even though you guys are fighting over resources now, so passive growth is going to be a little harder. With ore advancement, wood +1 growth, livestock +1 growth. I don't know what this means, my friend. I'm just going to say that. But alright, I'm going to call it a day. This was super fun. Thank you all for joining me. I also wanted to, we were talking about just a quick overview. So that cool little thing happened. These vampires, they're starting to really interact with the both the drow and the wood elves. So that's really interesting that two elves and the vampires all kind of have a little thing going on here, and pretty soon this is all going to be border territories in 3 or 4 turns, I'm sure. So it'll be interesting to see how this map looks when it's all shaded in and the borders are completed. Alright, I think that's it. If anybody else has, yeah, thanks man, I thought it was a great first session. I had a lot of fun. I'm hungry, I'm going to eat and relax and maybe make a video on how to draw horks. So that'll be fun. And yeah, 9 out of 10. That is, I like it better than a 10 out of 10 because a 9 out of 10 is a more, I feel like it's a more honest rating. 10 out of 10, there's almost nothing in the world that's a 10 out of 10. I want you guys to see my beautiful face when I say bye. Alright, so look, wait, I want to also practice my pointing. So check out this awesome map right there. Yep, did you see I did it right this time? Because it's opposite. I'm getting good. So yeah, check out that. Look at that. That's a map. Great stuff. We got. Oh, alright, I'm getting delirious. Do the halfling orc combo. Yeah, the hork, man. That's horks. Horks for life. Hashtag horks rule. Can we make that a Twitter thing or something? Hashtag horks. Maybe just hashtag horks. I don't know. You guys decide what it is. Tweet at me. Hashtag horks rule. I don't know if that's how Twitter works, but do it. And I'll be really excited. I'm going to check my Twitter in the next hour. And hopefully 1 or 2 of you guys tweeted at me something to do with hashtag horks. Alright, you guys. Until Sunday or until we talk on Twitter or until I randomly live stream during the week because this is way too much fun and I can't wait for a whole week to play again. Orc fling. Orc fling. Alright, I think we're gonna have a big Hork versus Orc fling debate, and I'm definitely entrenched in the Hork position. So if anybody wants to join me on the Hork side, then you're welcome. And if anybody is an Orkling proponent, then you can die a slow and painful death. I think that's it. Alright, everyone. Peace, God bless, and stay fantastic, everyone.